says. Ben has credible, sir. Sir! Warren and I watched a bunch of movies last night. I'm just doing my socials here, and then...
What did you guys watch?
Oh, what did we watch? Full disclosure, I was very baked. Warren and I were so baked when that thing started.
How baked were you?
We were so baked that we had a, like, look at each other and be like, should we, like, wait half an hour? So, like, this, he's, like, fucking pacing around the living room, and I'm, like, sitting down and standing up and sitting down and standing up, and it's just something happened. Something happened.
The opposite happens to me when I smoke.
And then we turned the
Or
cameras
I'm like,
on.
I need to lay down on the couch, and I'll get up maybe tomorrow.
It was weird. It took us weird way.
What movie did you guys watch?
Die Hard.
Nice.
It's still very good.
Heard that wasn't a Christmas movie.
No,
It's not.
No, it's not.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. That was pretty good. I like Jingle. This is my first time seeing Jingle All the Way.
Matt, you're too overexposed on the old camera there.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, your head's exploding.
It's my giant white dome.
It looks like your eyes and beard are coming out of the wall.
Great White Dome. Great White Dome.
This was your Christmas thing?
Yeah, and then we also watched Hot Fuzz. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Huh?
Christmas movie cavalcade. Only one Christmas movie.
Yeah, I mean, Die Hard.
There's nudity in Die Hard. You can't have nudity in a Christmas movie.
Oh, that's not the best. Christmas movies have nudity.
I think that's like the one rule. Like swearing is pushing it, but once you have nudity, then it's no longer Christmas.
What about death?
Yeah, death is probably not okay either. Now that I think about it.
Jack Frost. What about Jack? You guys see Jack Frost?
Yeah.
Good guy there.
Dad dodging Jack Frost.
Yeah.
I thought about watching Jack Frost, but that movie's too sad.
It is very sad. I think for some reason, think about Jack Frost every time it's like dark snow and the roads are bad.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm like, this could be my last night
How's that? Better?
without being a snowman. Oh yeah, way better. See how you can see the walls a different color than your skin now?
A little more.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Oh.
Always there on the side of the dark.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It looks okay. We'll leave it. These are very expensive studio cameras, so I mean, I like Sith Lord Kevin on the side. There's something weird going with like the contrast on this one.
It looks way better now.
Yeah.
When I was looking at it before, your
super
forehead
washed out.
and the wall were the exact same color.
That's because that's true to life.
My nice gray
Nice,
color.
nice bluish gray.
Yeah.
I haven't done that thing yet where you teach your phone how to make word TRP into Talking Reckless podcast.
Oh yeah, it's probably an option.
Isn't it just supposed to pick it up eventually?
Yeah, I've got it picks up a misspelling, so that's fun.
But if you like abbreviate it to TRP, it'll like finish.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Like I have.
Just T would be good.
If I do a
the
double
only
money
T word.
sign. T.
Yeah.
If I do a double money sign, it's my email.
Oh, that's pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, that'd be a fun one.
Fun.
Double money sign. Double money sign. $dollars live.
These are in for amusement. They're amusement features.
There's I gotta take joy in the little things, you know. God, it takes so long to type out. Okay, I've done it. A little sip of this coffee. Feel the energy in the room. Wow. Wow.
Not a lot of energy.
Kind of upset that Hideo Kojima and
Hey, for real wasn't there, huh?
yeah,
It seemed like they were setting the stage for it, too.
It totally did. It was even the wrestling, like, Hideo's like, I'm in this country. And you're like, no, you're not.
No, you
You're
never
in
just say what
America.
country you're in.
They
You say the
pulled
opposite.
They pulled the double cross with Mortal Kombat. They can't double cross.
Oh,
yeah.
That was pretty good. I was very confused
right.
briefly.
I
Where I
was
was like,
too.
oh, they fucked up the
I'm
show.
like, wait a minute, I wanted to see who won best sports racing game.
yeah.
I was about to say, so do we just not get to know who won? And then Ed Boon's like, seriously though, here's the nominees.
You're like, oh, good.
Do you think it was a real ruse, or do you think they fucked it up? And he's like,
No, I think it was real.
it's a
That
real
was- I think that
ruse.
went
Come
off
on.
exactly how it was
I don't
supposed
know.
to
That seemed like a terrible joke. That was like a not. And you're like, haha.
That's an Ed Boon thing. Like, I could see
Yeah.
Ed Boon being like, I want my game to fucking, like, hijack an award.
Complete no sell.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 11 is the best sports/racing game.
He should have been like, and we just gave you a preview of the 2019 best sports/racing/fighting game. Fighting's a sport.
Fighting's a sport.
Mortal Kombat is a sport.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat is definitely a sport. It's organized in a tournament. Let's get into it. It's the 253rd edition of the Talking Reckless podcast. My name's Matt Eads. Brandon Lynch is here as well.
It's good beer.
It's great to have you. Tournament analyst Oliver Aguilar.
Let me tell you what's happening in the Outworld, folks.
Oh, it's hairy out there, and straight from the Nether Realm, Kevin, don't call me Ermac Buyer.
Nailed it. Isn't it Outland?
Outworld? Outland?
Pretty sure it's Outland.
Outworld.
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 Which one's Outland?
Outland?
That's a
video
separate franchise. It's a TV show
I mean,
also.
which franchise?
There's one called Outland. That's a TV show, maybe?
I was sure
Plug
that the
a
Mortal
May.
Kombat
find
Land World Out was Outland.
Noob Cybot.
Yeah, that's Tobias Boone. I don't know if you knew that.
Yes.
I'm just going to type Mortal Kombat Outland and see if we can get to the bottom of this.
There should just be like a site that you punch in stuff like that, and it just says, yes, it is a thing.
Okay, here are the realms. Outworld,
Oh.
Earth Realm, Chaos Realm, and Order Realm. What about... I thought there was another... Is there no Nether Realm? Oh, no, yeah.
think
no,
That's,
sorry,
that's
yeah.
a developer,
That's
isn't it?
Also, there's Nether Realm. Also, there's Edenia. Also, there's Heaven.
Something different for
I'm
everybody.
gonna click into this art. We can keep going.
No, we
We
can just
get
keep going.
way into our Mortal Kombat lore because this is the one, guys. I'm telling you, we're all getting back
I'm
into
not
Mortal
falling for
Kombat.
it.
We're getting in. This is the one. We're gonna get way into fighting games.
Lin Kuei all day, baby. Let's do it. Let's all pick a ninja color.
Oh, sorry, Lin Kuei is not gonna be the new one.
Oh, fucking.
They gotta be... I don't
know.
Sorry, I didn't pick up on that.
Wait a minute.
No!
Scorpion was in... Was Scorpion Lin Kuei?
Yeah. No. Scorpion is...
Sub-Zero. Is Lin Kuei. He's the master of it.
I feel like Scorpion may have eventually come around to Lin Kuei, but wasn't he?
He's
was
dressed the
originally-
same as
I
all the
think
Lin
he's
Kuei.
originally
Scorpion wanted
Demon
to break off from the Lin Kuei. They didn't want that, so they murdered him and his family.
I see.
That
Made
sounds
into it.
about right.
And that's why the Scorpion and Sub-Zero feud happens.
Gotcha.
It's ongoing.
Do you guys remember what that Mortal Kombat fan YouTube series was called again?
The
Annihilation?
live action.
Annihilation?
I think it was Annihilation.
Yeah.
That one was so fucking awesome.
Because that they had a couple episodes that were dedicated to the Scorpion Sub-Zero thing in there.
Wait a second. Yes. There is like episodes,
Yeah.
which was not good.
No, that was good.
I didn't think so.
Oh, you
Okay.
But they had that concept short film. Do you guys remember that?
No.
Yes, that's what I.
I have
remember.
never seen one bit of Mortal Kombat fiction
No?
in my life.
Oh, this is so good.
Michael
Jai White.
Michael Jai White. Thank you. Yep.
And I think...
And that lady who played Sonya Blade,
Yeah.
whose name I
don't
forget.
know. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in our Slack because you should watch it because it was really good. Unfortunately, they didn't.
Should I watch it?
Yes,
Okay.
How long is it?
I think it's only like 20
Yeah,
minutes.
Yeah.
15 or 20 minutes, real short.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, like before Mortal Kombat 10, like 2012, 2013, somewhere in there was a episodic one that came out with like 13 or 14 episodes of it.
Yeah. This is
Like 8 to 10 minutes each.
So this whole concept thing, it was like a fan made movie, but it was like really good production value because I think it was like real filmmakers
Yeah,
did it.
big budget.
And then they decide to sort of go with that. But this episodic thing that you're talking about, Kevin, is like very much so not what that was based on. But I mean, the same people were involved in it.
I have some announcements, gentlemen, and then a correction about the story of Scorpion.
Okay.
A correction from
Yes,
something we talked about 5 minutes ago.
Already 5-minute correction. Join us on twitch.tv/Talking Reckless Podcast, where I stream every day. That is the engine that makes all this go. We got a spoiler cast, Red Dead spoiler cast coming for you. Tuesday, could be tomorrow from podcast time. I bring it up because there will be no best of this week. So instead of a 10-minute best of video, you will get a 18-hour spoiler cast. I'm going to guess it's going to be probably.
Yep. Best
somewhere.
of Red Dead 2.
Let's
Yeah.
not have an 18-hour
Yeah.
spoiler cast.
All right, we'll keep it to 16 hours. And then the New Year's show is fine. The Game of the Year show, we should probably call it, is finally scheduled. Save the day. Save the day after as well. February the 2nd, 2019 will be the Talking Reckless Game of the Year deciding podcast. 7 men, 1 room.
12 categories.
An organized list of the top 5 best video games of the year. That's all.
Organized by
By-
quality, as I
that's
believe.
right. That's right. A consensual agreement, an agreed upon organized list. So, God help us. February the 2nd, we'd be starting 2 p.m. Mountain Standard.
Me and Warren were talking about this last night. Everyone submits their top 5. We
Okay.
weight them in terms of like points. Higher ranking is points, and we don't talk at all. And then we just fucking crunch the numbers, and we got a list.
All right, who has number 1 for
6 hours of us all with calculators and like visors.
No. And it turns out, ding.
It's God of
Tetris
War.
effect.
Aw.
Can you put the same game in all 5 spots so you get extra points?
Ooh, that's
Absolutely.
yeah, I'd say so.
I think we
shouldn't
need to
have said
have-
that. I should
Yeah.
not have said that.
So we all write in one different unique game.
Yeah.
Fall 5 times. A Scorpion died at the hands of Sub-Zero, apparently.
That's what I said.
That's what he
Oh,
said.
you did say that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. He is seeking revenge for his own death at the hands of Sub-Zero.
God, if only we could seek revenge.
because
for...
he wanted to escape from the Lin Kuei.
That's why he was killed.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Sure.
Yep. No correction then. Rescinded.
Okay, well, I have a
We
correction.
continue to never be
boy.
wrong.
Oh boy.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Do not watch that one. That looks like a piece of shit.
Okay.
You guys want to watch Mortal Kombat Rebirth.
Oh,
what it
okay.
is.
Rebirth.
By
And
sleep.
the girl who plays Sonya Blade, it's Jerry Ryan.
There you go. Everyone's favorite.
I think
Everyone's
she's from- I
favorite
think
Ryan
she's from
sister.
Star Trek.
Yeah, she was 7 and 9.
Like she's
Oh,
a
okay.
C-list.
She was also on.
Oh, she's a B-list. She's a Star Trek A-list, which makes her, I think, a B-list
one
overall.
of the Boston shows.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
know, like Boston Law, Boston Police. There's that one TV director who shoots
Yeah.
out all the Boston shows.
Boston Legal. I think there's
Yeah.
like Boston Fire.
Ben
Yeah.
Affleck.
Probably. But yeah, she was in one of those as well.
Great. Mortal Kombat is a sport.
And also, it's only like 8 minutes long. So
Yeah. Okay. Even better.
Yeah.
I feel like there were 2 of them. I thought they made 2 episodes.
Have you found the
or
one I was
something
talking
on it.
about?
I'll keep looking.
All right,
I'm gonna post this one. Up.
fact check that.
What would be the Mortal Kombat like Olympic sport logo? Like not
Oh,
It's got a pretty good one already. Like the
right.
dragon.
Like I
in
know the
circle is
dragons
pretty
like
good.
the dragon's like the NHL shield. It's like the league.
Yeah.
But what would be the
Oh.
the player with the hockey stick?
Maybe
in-
like a spear through a neck. Maybe.
sure
Like a
coming from one guy and like
Yeah.
a really long. Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
What about well? Because we know the different lands now. There's Outworld and Heaven.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Each of those could have a logo, and then you
true.
string them together like the Olympic rings.
Team names
just rib cages. Like falling,
Yeah.
50 falling rib cages.
or like just like riding. Like is that his name?
that- yeah.
They pronounce it Raiden.
Raiden.
Raiden?
Yeah, Raiden is Mortal Kombat. Raiden is Metal Gear.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
But they
this whole-
spell it the same.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Weird. What a language.
Fucking English.
Some might
Yeah.
say it's the worst language. I wonder what their Japanese names are. You think
Probably
you think
the
their
same,
Japanese
yeah.
names are the same?
They're like way more complicated.
Mortal Kombat 11 won Best Sports/Racing Game at the Keighley's at the Game Awards. Was how we got here.
That's not
It
true.
was great to see it finally take something down.
I turned it off right when I saw it pop up. I knew
yeah.
who the winners were, and I left.
Yep. Hey, the Game Awards happened. The Mortal Kombat 11 thing really was. They were like, here's best sports racing game. Ed Boon was like, here's best sports racing game, and a Mortal Kombat trailer started playing for Mortal Kombat 11. Apparently.
But it was like, it wasn't just that. It was like best sports/racing game, and then the fucking Scorpion chain went through the fucking category name.
Okay,
No, that's right,
when,
yeah.
that's when I should have known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he unveiled Mortal Kombat 11, which looks, I don't know, it was Scorpion and
It was just like a cinematic, right?
Raiden fighting.
Is there gameplay in there?
I was sort of wondering
I
if
don't think
it was.
I don't think so.
No way.
I played Mortal Kombat 8, I believe, which was the one with a really good story.
None of them.
9.
Yeah, 9, because 10 is like the continuation.
Which one was the one with the comparatively really good story?
9 was the last reboot.
Okay, and that was the one where they like went through, like at the very end they were all dead, or at the very beginning they were all dead, and then
Yeah.
they're like, "We'll send you back in time,"
Yep.
and you had to relive everything.
I think so.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I didn't play multiplayer though because I get a shit kicked every time.
Yeah, it's true. I'm no good at fighting games.
I got shit kicked by like most of the normal, regular early fighters too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the easy mode
Yeah.
computers.
I'm really bad at fighting games.
Me too. including Smash Brothers. Yeah, somebody's mic is snowing a little bit. You hear that? I don't know who's. Hang on, we'll find out real fast here. It's Kevin's. You know, if you
It
want.
might have been me. I moved at that time too.
Do the replug there. Yeah, unplug and replug. You're good now. Yeah. I really like the game. We'll talk about Smash Ultimate in a bit here. I really love the Game Awards this year. I thought they put on a heck of a show.
Yeah, I don't have anything to compare it to because I haven't watched Video Game Awards since the Spike TV ones. But it seemed good.
Yeah.
Seemed like an award show.
No train wrecks.
Yeah, I wasn't embarrassed to play video games while I was watching this.
it was like very reverential and respectful without being like, come on, you guys.
The best part of the entire show was the skit they did with the Muppet and Ninja.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh man, I was
Pepe.
I was eating that shit up.
Who is that little Muppet thing? Is it a Muppet?
That was the Muppet. Jeff Keighley's. It took 5 years. We finally got a Muppet on the show.
Is that for real? A
Yeah,
Muppet?
one of the Muppets from the Muppet
That's
Show.
Pepe.
Oh, weird.
I thought it might have just been like Keighley saying Muppet, like
An off-brand.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh no!
Like any
They
sort of
would've
sock
been
with eyes would be a Muppet.
sued.
It's a Keighley Muppet. It's a Cuppet. But no, that was a real the shrimp himself.
For some reason, I got a real like Triumph the what is it, the
Insult
Talking
comic
sock?
yeah.
dog?
No,
No,
I thought it was a sock.
What?
Tri-
That's Ed the
Triumph.
Sock.
Yeah,
Ed the-
that's Ed the Sock.
Oh, okay, Ed the sock.
Which is also kind of the same vein, but like the Triumph dog is like just a wisecracking, like shit talking dog, and so I was getting that vibe from it. So that's why I didn't think it was a real Muppet.
No, it's real Muppet.
There you go.
Ninja and
Ninja,
and
yeah.
Pepe up there just yucking it up. Their bit was fine.
I was eating it up, man.
I liked when he got the selfie
I was
stick
I
out.
was on the Discord talking with all the listeners when the show was going on, and yeah, everyone in Discord was freaking out like this is the lamest thing ever, and I'm just losing my mind,
Haters.
losing my mind at how good it was.
Do you think they posted that selfie anywhere?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah?
Probably,
Okay.
probably like I feel like the guy controlling. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I feel like Pepe himself probably posted it
Yes,
as
let's
soon
not
as.
break the illusion.
Yes, kayfabe.
kind of feel it maybe wasn't a real phone.
I don't know. It's
You could
when
afford Pepe,
when
but
he-
you couldn't afford a real phone.
when it panned to the camera was at least like I don't know if he's taking pictures, but the camera was at least on. You could see it on the screen.
I
of
feel
the
like it
phone.
would be more difficult to get a fake camera than for somebody to put their phone in a selfie stick for this fucking puppet to hold.
It's probably exactly what it was. And then whoever's holding the puppet also has the whatever makes the selfie stick. Go.
Seems complicated.
It's Muppetry. It is complicated. There was a lot of musical performances, which I really liked.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite
Oh,
part.
that
one at the end.
violinist. Holy.
Yeah.
Huge crush on her.
It kind of ended up being because Red Dead just started sweeping categories. It kind of ended up being a like 4-hour celebration of Red Dead,
Yeah, Red
which was
Dead
fine
show.
because I really liked Red Dead. So it was cool to hear all the music and stuff and see Arthur Morgan up there.
For some reason, I'm more attracted to the old westerny type music than I was like even the God of War.
Yeah.
type
It was-
music.
It
It was
comes
just so
off
different.
very well on like in a live performance in a way that I think the God of War one didn't. But I thought like in that medley they did at the end, I was like every song they played when it would like kind of kick in, I'd be like, oh yeah, that game had fucking great music. Like Spider-Man would come on and be like, oh yeah, it's a fucking swinging Spider-Man music. That's really good.
Spider-Man did have good music.
Oh, yeah.
It just had like
It didn't have enough good
yeah.
music.
I feel like you heard the same music by
Yeah.
the end of it. You're like, oh yeah, this song, this is okay.
And it was always like it like would like swell with you like swinging
yeah.
up, where it was I was just like, oh, it's like it knows how high I am.
Sure does.
It was really good. I didn't pull any of the awards because kind of who cares.
Go through all of them. It was very like Red Dead won every category based on any one part of their game and
Yeah.
then lost game of the year, which
true.
was kind of surprising.
I-
but maybe
It
is a testament to how not good the gameplay was.
Well, without tipping my hand too much, I'm just gonna tip the whole hand right now.
Show me your hand.
The Keyleys went exactly how I feel right now towards Game of the Year. Of
You
like,
should.
Red Dead is the best at everything, but it's probably not Game of the Year as a whole package,
Doesn't
man.
make any sense.
As a whole package,
There's something missing.
there's something.
And
There's
that's kind of
there's-
the inverse way I feel about God of War, right? Like, I feel like it's an awesome game. I just didn't actually like it as a game.
February 2.
There you go.
Tune in.
Yep.
Buckle up, MFers.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. So God of War did win Game of the Year.
We're going dry this year.
That's right. It's gonna be a sober show. God help us.
Uh,
Brando will not be there.
Yeah,
He's
it's funny.
excited to announce it.
It's funny the drunk Brandon is by far the least ignorant Brandon out of all the Brandons. So
Is that right? Oh, boy.
wait until you see sober Brandon arguing.
Oberdeen won best art direction, I think.
Hey, I played that.
Best something, yeah.
That's weird. I really don't think that it's good.
Yeah, no, it's very good. It's just different. You don't like it because it's different.
Maybe.
It's the type of thing that the people who vote on this stuff like. It's like how
It's like Oscar bait?
whenever you hear like an Oscar movie, it's like, oh, this movie is generating so much Oscar buzz, and then you go see it and it's trash.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this felt like. It's like, oh, they're doing something very, very unique, so let's
It is very
let's
unique.
just rain praise on them.
But the
I
thing
just-
is like they used all their nomination slots pretty much on unique ones like this,
Yeah.
and I would have
And
thought,
also Red Dead.
and then also Red
Yes,
Dead.
Red Dead was also in that category.
And then I was kind of like, well, isn't there like there was a lot of good looking games on a technical level that it seems like this award show or this category was not making very much room for.
It's art design, right? It's best style, not most graphics.
I guess so. Yeah. Did they have a most graphics category?
No, it didn't. It didn't
No?
seem like it. No.
Was Red Dead in this category too? Because
Yeah.
I remember watching this, and I'm like, "Fucking that!" Like pixelated, like pixel style is like people are eating that up. And I know it's been around for a long time.
It's
but
a lot different than like you're super selling it short. It's not pixel
Maybe.
style. Like it's not 16-bit 2D. It's
The biggest
very
for,
low poly.
'cause what did they have? They had
3D.
Celeste. They had Dead Cells. They had
In the art direction category.
yeah,
I'll
and
Yeah, look that
I'll
one.
pull the
Oberdeen.
nominees.
And I mean, like,
God of War was in there for sure. Because I remember being like, well, I would like Oberdeen to win, but I bet God of War takes it.
oh, maybe I'm thinking of a different category.
maybe maybe I am.
Because I was gonna say I thought there was one category. It was probably the indie game category, which would make sense, where it was like a bunch of really good, small.
yeah, because I know Celeste and Dead Cells were both in indie. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a stacked indie.
the
I remember
indie
seeing that
category
category.
was
I'm like,
insane,
holy
yeah.
fuck.
where I was like, oh, these are like all in my top 10.
Oh, I see a picture of Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox one. Was he like esports player of the year or something? Or,
There was a
Yeah,
lot of
something like that,
esports.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the one
categories.
that Joel McHale announced.
There's like esports player, esports team, esports moment, esports coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't see any of those.
Yeah,
No, I didn't really
I
either.
missed like the first hour and a bit of the show, so
Okay.
I tuned in with Matt telling me Red Dead was sweeping the awards, and then they didn't win another award.
Is that right?
Jinxed it.
Best art direction: Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead Redemption, and Oberdeen.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of a different thing.
Yeah, and I remember distinctly being like, "Wow, I feel like it's gonna go to God of War." But man, Oberdeen looks good.
I watched you play that for a bit, and I don't. Before that, I only seen like stills,
Yeah,
and yeah, I don't know. It
I
does
think
nothing
it works.
for me.
I think it works better in motion than it does in stills.
I think it looks really cool. I don't know if it is always to the service of the game.
Yes, I will agree with that.
Yeah, where
Yes.
it's like you were asking me to look for things that I feel like I can't see very well because of this dumb thing. But at the same time, when you like ignored that and just like we're like walking around the ship, you're like, oh, this looks fucking cool.
That what it reminds me of, like, remember the TI-86 calculators,
Yeah.
and sometimes you
That's-
can load
yeah,
up games.
that's exactly
That's
what
what
it reminded me of
yeah,
too.
that's
I
fun.
can kind of see where you're coming from. But
It's 3D. It's very high res, low
Yeah.
poly.
the thing with art, Oliver, is you have to know that they worked very, very hard to make it look like that old shitty technology.
It's very true. And like art direction is not just how it looks; it's also the presentation of everything as well, which Oberdeen has in spades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very cool. Want to talk about Oberdeen? Or do you want to talk
yeah,
about the Game
sure.
Awards?
Fuck it. I got some like news from the Game Awards. We'll do it in news, unless anyone has
Game
any.
Awards are new? Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
talk about Oberdeen.
Sure, let's talk about what we played. We'll come back to the Game Awards then in a little bit.
I played a game called Oberdeen.
Return of
Oberdeen.
the Oberdeen. Yeah, I always say Oberdeen.
I think I say Oberdeen because you said Oberdeen first, and I was like, I'll roll with that.
It rhymes with bean.
That's true. As
Can
does
you guys-
90% of the English
It's
language.
probably too early to spoil that story, hey? I mean, there's probably people that are gonna play it.
I will say that if you are coming to that game for a really good story,
Yeah.
that's not really why you're coming to that game.
It's not really
Well,
about,
okay,
about that.
even the turn at the end that,
Yeah.
that you get is not like, oh, that made this so much crazier. It's like
yeah.
it's almost like a like you got kind of get to see the conclusion in like a fulfilling way, but not there's no twist really or anything.
I just want to know what happened to these seamen.
There's a lot of shit.
yeah.
I can tell you that because some of that stuff is just like right at the beginning. A
tell you,
Kraken gets a bunch of them.
60
and-
causes of death.
Yeah. Every single one. I was not very confident in some of them, but the game allowed me to cheese it.
Did I talk about Return of the Obra Dinn last
a little
week?
bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe not last week. Maybe the week before. I don't remember.
Okay, I've talked about it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I beat it in like 2 days.
You're smarter than I am,
4
sir.
sittings. If I'm gonna give someone a tip for playing that game, is you want the tip? Maddie's putting his ear to the microphone.
All right, everybody except Matt. Pay attention, Matt. Close your ears.
There's a mechanic in the game where the face becomes clear on the picture as soon as they're telling you have the information to solve this. Fucking solve it then.
Yeah, as soon as you can.
Because as soon as you start letting them stack up, you're
That's
like,
where I am.
I don't even know where to fucking where to begin with this.
Then you have to like parse through the information.
Yeah, and you're like, it's just hard to like. You're working on this one path for this one guy, and then something kind of pops up that distracts you because you're like, oh fuck, that's this guy. And I was like, maybe I should figure out him. It feels like I'm close to figuring out who he is, and then you lose what memory you were in. And for me, it was I played about 3 hours, and then I restarted the game.
I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was very much like, I will bang my head against this for as long as I need to until I get this guy that they tell me I have all the information for, and then I can check him off the list and not worry about the what seems like 20 that are still there when you're done kind of all the memories, and you're like, ooh, there's a lot of random seamen and top men and everything who all look kind of the same.
You got 8. I had like 18 figured out and 42 left.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay, you have all the information. Here you go. Well, I've done all the racial stereotyping I can do, and
dude, that's
plumb out of
another tip,
ideas.
And this is a kind of a point in favor of the game is, I feel like every time I was like, these guys kind of seem like they're good buddies. Like I've seen them in 2 different memories where they're kind of together hanging out.
Yeah.
Every time you think that, you're almost always right.
Yeah.
So
the Russians all play cards with the Russians. You can make some assumptions that maybe you wouldn't otherwise.
There were 2 guys that I was like, these guys are always together, and then the fact that they were friends was how I solved one of my last ones. And that was all that was going on. I was like, this could be any of these guys, except these guys just seem like they're friends. So I'm going to put him in, and they're like, yep, you're right.
There's some people who it seems like. Does anyone escape? Is escape one of the? Because you're like, did everyone die? Whatever.
There's
whatever,
a list of alive.
Is there some people are alive off that boat?
There's one person that you should know is alive at the very beginning.
Oh fuck me! I'm.
Read your book.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I gotta restart.
Go read your book.
I gotta restart because I got like right now. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure these 4 people make it off the boat, and it's like, okay, alive. Did they go to? Here's 50 locations.
Yeah. Read your map.
Yeah, I try. I'm dumb. I feel like I'm missing something super obvious, and I'm gonna be like, oh.
You want hints? You want to give you some tips?
I'll just try and be more racist.
Okay, that was
I honestly the easiest ones to get where I did go by like, oh, these people are from India. Okay, those guys are kind of easy. Oh, these people are from wherever. They're kind of easy.
Yep.
And now I'm just down to people from England. So,
yeah.
Fuck me.
Actually, the Chinese are the ones that I really had trouble with. And the key to solving the Chinese is like all the same. It is one thing that you learn, and then you can do all the Chinese people at one time, and then.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very, very cool. I got to go back and play through it again. There's clearly something on there.
Sounds cool. I really like the idea of this game. I just really can't get over that art style. Plus, I don't have anything that plays it. So
it has. You don't have I played it on a Apple or a Mac Air Pro or whatever they are.
On the literal computer, it looks like it's rendering the Xenix 8700.
I played it on a cardboard box I drew a screen on.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure whatever you have at home, you probably.
The thing is, like, my computer's not even plugged in anymore.
You don't have a laptop?
Make up a PC one day. I wouldn't be surprised if it came to like iOS or because there's no real. You're just kind of walking around and then choosing things.
I could my frame rate was dropping on my computer.
Was it?
But I was like, that's fine. I don't need this to run like $1 million. So
yeah,
it was really cool. I think in concept it is unbelievable. I think in practice it's the kind of thing where I'd like to see a sequel.
Yes.
Where they got some feedback and made some changes.
Yes, it gets a little mechanically frustrating towards the end where you're like, I want to see a specific thing. And holy fuck, is it hard to see that thing.
I have to remember what chain of memories that's from, and then I don't know if I can access it from the boat or if I have to go in the memories and access a body from within the memories.
It's very good.
Yes, it is very good. It's very fun. Mm-hmm. Good art direction.
Excellent art. What else you been? You talking Smash?
So as a insurance adjuster, do you guys just act of God? Sorry, everybody.
I can't tell you.
No, it's specific. Like this man was killed by a kraken. This man
Act
was
of God.
No, that's specific. That's a specific
Act of
Act of
Cthulhu.
Satan.
is act of Satan. Well, you could call anything act of God, right?
That's how
That's the point.
the
But that's
insurance
not-
adjusters go.
Insurance adjusters in real life don't do that. They're like,
Nah.
okay, what happened? Oh, you dropped your cigarette on the bed and it lit the house on fire. And you're like, well, that's not the good Lord ordained I would drop the cigarette. Like, no. Specifics.
You were mentioning on the podcast last week that they're pretty there's a lot of things that you can't really tell exactly how they were killed, whether it was speared or clawed or
Yeah.
it is pretty generous with those.
Okay,
good. There are some of those like obscure ones where they will take multiple answers.
Okay,
They
good.
don't tell you that until the end of the game.
Good.
Where they're like, well, in the insurance business, it's more about who done it than it is exactly what happened.
I see.
Yeah. So, just put Terrible Beast
Yeah.
for all of them,
That's
and you're
right.
done.
I mean, are terrible beasts not foreign enemies?
It is man. Man is
That's
the terriblest
just
beast.
Very true. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just spoilers. I just assumed these events all were just happening at random. That ship gets so fucked up. It is like day
know, it
one,
has some-
hit by lightning. Day two, Kraken. Day three, tidal wave. Day three, time paradox. That like it's so fucked.
Spider.
Yeah,
Big spider
a lot
thing.
of more than one spider. How
That's
about
neat. Smash.
Smash? Everyone
I-
is here.
Everyone is here.
Everyone is here.
Not on my roster.
Oh.
I have like 12 people.
Yeah, so there are 76 characters in Smash. You start with 8.
Jesus.
How do you
It's
unlock
the
them?
original 8 from the very first Smash,
Yeah.
which is kind of a neat callback. but-
It's like so there is a way to brute force it. Otherwise, it's kind of every 10 minutes of game you play, it will throw one. It'll kind of pile them up, and next time you hit the main menu, challengers will approach, and then you fight them. And if you beat them, they join your team. And if you don't, you're like, well, that fuck me.
No,
I guess we'll
yeah.
try again next time.
I think you can just fucking go do 1 2-second thing and quit out, and they'll be back.
So there's like a thing with a door, like a door shows up, and the challengers have returned, and you have to open it and fight the returning challengers. Yeah, it's in.
Maybe I have not lost a challenger fight.
It's
yet.
in one of the 10 million menus in one of the 10 billion systems.
There's a lot going on in that game.
Holy fuck! This is maybe more game than Red Dead.
I will say that it is a Smash game.
Yep. It is all the Smash games.
Yeah, it is everything that has ever been in
Yep.
a Smash
Every
game.
character, every level, every piece of music.
Yeah, all the items seem to be in there,
Mm-hmm.
plus a bunch of new items. My favorite part of that game is just like the ode to Nintendo-ness of it all, where
Yeah.
it's like, here's a list of all the music in the game with sliders. You can fucking turn down which ones you don't want to hear very much, turn up the ones you do want to hear
Get
a
that
lot.
Snake Eater remix out of here.
Yeah.
That thing sucks.
It is like every now and then they'll bring out an item where you're like, oh fuck, I remember that item. What is that? That's from Mario 2? Is that from like Link's Adventure? What is that from?
You're seeing characters on the screen that you're like, I'm pretty sure I know most Nintendo games, and I've never heard of this one.
Yeah. They have these spirit things now, which
Yeah.
are like not fighters, but they're basically buffs.
Yeah.
But all the buffs are contained in like a different Nintendo character.
And they also sort of control your difficulty as you're playing. It's so
I think they control your rewards, not your
so
difficulty.
they give you, so the spirits will give you a number. The spirits make your number go up, and your number compared to the AI number is both how much damage you deal and take,
Right.
and how the AI slider will also adjust. So if you're way over them, the AI like can't jump, and if you're way under them, the AI plays at level 9 and you get fucking destroyed
I didn't know
in
that.
this huge single player. What's it called? World of Light.
World of Light.
Yeah, it's like a big board game. I don't even know how many spaces. It's fucking huge.
So anyway, with those spirits, they've basically made it so, like, if you can name a character in
Yep.
any of these games,
Otacon.
they're probably in the Otacon's in
Got
there.
him. Yep.
Really?
Yeah,
Revolver Ocelot. 2 flavors of Revolver Ocelot. Metal Gear Rex, Metal Gear Ray, Dr. Strangelove, Paz Ortega. Starts with a bomb. That's rude.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
That's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like, is she holding the bomb?
No, well, so they don't actually come into the battle, but your character will.
right. Like I said, she's a buff.
Yeah.
So you would apply her to whoever your fighter is, who's actually in the game, like Mario, and then Mario would get that buff, which is start the game holding a bomb.
For the folks who don't know, Paz had a hysterectomy, and then they put a bomb in her.
In her
Basically,
hoo-hoo.
yeah, it was.
She had 2 bombs.
Oh fuck! She had 2 bombs.
Yeah.
One
Well,
was, one
they got
was
the
in her
one out.
abdomen, and that's the one they got
Oh,
out.
I thought the one they got out just blew up.
And then, no, she's like, no, there's a bomb in my
Boom!
Right upper boom.
That's
fucking skull face.
That was dark. That 5th game got
Dark and then
fucking
shitty.
weird. Yeah.
Okay, I won the staring contest with him in the Jeep, so
Yeah.
all is good at the end of the day.
Brain damage.
The World of Light thing is really, it's really weird.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's
I don't
pretty
want to
good.
say it's really good.
It's pretty good.
But it is, like I said, you're going to all along this board game, and you're finding these spirits, which are the buffs, and they're inside other fighters, and then you beat that fighter, you get their spirit, and then you move along until you actually find the main fighters in the game. You fight them, and then that also unlocks them for your roster, which I did not know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
multiple ways to unlock fighters. I really like it. It's the best Smash has ever been.
It is.
Yeah.
The World of Light thing is like it's like fun, zany, like it's like make believe Smash where like, oh, you're fighting the boss or whatever, and it's Zero Suit Samus, and she's in a white suit, so she sort of looks like the boss, and she man needs a pen. Only fights with CQC, like they do weird make believe. Like Dr. Mario is a Pokemon trainer and Charizard is his Pokemon, so Dr. Mario just runs the fuck away, but you gotta kill Dr. Mario, not Charizard.
And it does, like, it's encouraging you to use these spirits. Like, there's a spirit where it is the wheezing spirit, where it is like,
My boy.
yeah, it is poison will not damage you as badly as it would any other time.
Great. And then there's a level
And
which
then
is a
2
fucking
levels
poison
later,
level.
it's like, oh, one of the things for this level is surrounded by poison. Your health will randomly go up. So you're like, well, I'm going to put on my poison
Get
spirit.
my boy Wheezing in here. Yeah. Other than that, it's kind of, it's Smash. You know what
It's
it is.
Smash, yeah.
The new characters are cool. I really like Simon quite a bit. I unlocked Simon. I think he's very neat.
The new arena or the online mode is neat because there's a ring.
Okay.
You go in. There's a big ring. You
Like
can
a-
either
like a wrestling ring?
like a wrestling ring.
Okay.
And then there's some bleachers. Looks like an indie promotion.
Oh, fuck.
And then there's a ramp. It looks exactly like a wrestling arena.
Okay.
And you have your token, which is basically like your I want to play, or this is my character.
Yeah.
You go in the ring. Once the ring fills up for however many that the pre-existing rules had said, like this is a 4-player lobby, so there's 4 people in there. Anyone else in there is like in line on the ramp, and then there are people you can put your token on the bleachers and just watch the matches happen.
That's
and
kinda
then
neat.
and then it's cool because again, when you set the lobby rules, you'll put like out of the 4-man, bottom 2 leave. Like the 2 people out first are out for the next match. So then it automatically will pull those tokens out, put them at the back of the waiting line, put the next 2 tokens in.
Oh, that's
so you
cool.
can kind of see
Like
it
a King
all
of the Hill
progressing.
sort of thing.
Yeah. The problem is if you want to change your character at any point, you need to pull your token out of the ring. And then if someone's just sitting there in the waiting list when you do that, they could be like, I'm going to go take his spot.
Now me.
Yeah. So if you're on a winning streak, be prepared to play the same character.
Never know if it's a dab or a cough anymore.
Nope.
You never. That's the boy who cried wolf too much. I could have hit that mute, but I thought it was a real slow mo. Like eyes are getting bigger. He's coming in for the dab.
You got to keep them guessing.
In 3.
Is it just like, and I hate to say, but I don't really care about this game, but is it just another Smash? Like, is that, yeah?
It is the most Smash.
It is all the Smash.
So if you are the kind of person who likes Smash, you might like this game better than any other Smash game.
It's true.
Game of the year.
Could
Game of the
be.
year.
Could be.
If any video game put out its best version ever,
No, we can't. No, you can't say that.
Tetris Effect should be the game of the year.
Best looking. Is there any way in the multiplayer to just be like, just match make me? I just want to play. I just want to do one-on-one, no items. I just want to play like competitive mode, quote unquote.
There's a quick play menu that I've never been in, so it seems like maybe that is where you'd find that stuff.
Because they're promising that matchmaking and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, and
The token thing doesn't sound like matchmaking.
No, it's not. It's like everyone getting into lobbies with the same rules they want to play with, and then playing together.
That just sounds like chilling at the arcade.
Yeah.
And you're putting your coin up there.
It is very much that. Yeah.
Chilling at the indie promo.
Yeah, where it's
standing on the ramp.
You got your I got next line. You have your people playing, and then you have your people who are just milling about to watch the whole thing go down. So.
These guys got too high. Need to go sit up in the bleachers for a while.
That's right.
Been there. What else you been playing?
I finished Red Dead. Have you heard of Red Dead?
Have I? I don't know. We're gonna have a spoiler cast tomorrow, and we talked about it a lot on this show.
Maybe we don't talk about Red Dead.
Yeah, and I think Kevin also probably has something to say about it. I don't know. He's written Red Dead down on this paper.
Red Dead. Is Kevin going to be on the spoiler cast?
I am on chapter 6.
It doesn't sound like it.
No, there's no way I'll finish by tomorrow.
What do we push it back to
Tuesday?
Tuesday?
I don't know if I can do Tuesday.
Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
also
Never
probably
mind.
no chance.
Abort. I think that you might be on Brandon's side, so I like the Warren and I versus random dynamic.
I would love you to be there, Kevin.
Let's keep it unbalanced if we can.
If we push it a full week away, then I can make it, because then I'll know that I can finish it. But
we'll talk. We'll talk with the fellas.
I'm not gonna just shit on it.
I know, no, and I'm not just gonna sing
pee on it a little bit. I'm gonna throw it some kicks.
Oh yeah, choke it a little
and
bit.
then when it's nice and down, that's when you shit on it.
That's right.
You'll get a full unbiased opinion. I'm giving you the real deal. It's not all great.
No, yeah, I know.
I had a moment between last week and this week because I also finished it this week. I had the moment of like, oh my god, I just have to fucking stop. Like, I touched somebody with my horse at the end of this 20-minute ride and this thing, and it loaded me back. And I had to, like, it was like literally like 20 minutes of gameplay I had to read. I was like, fucking god, fuck god!
I had a very, very interesting glitch happen to me.
Ooh.
By the way, potential speedrun glitch that I found.
Okay.
You are on the forefront.
Yes. Fastest possible time of 73 hours.
So, if you find a building that has locked doors in it that you're not supposed to be able to get into, if you drop and this, I haven't repeated this only happened to me once. It was at the tail end of this quest where I found a woman burying her husband. She was living out in the wilderness up north in order to...
I know her.
They wanted to leave the city life and live a rustic life out in the country, living off the land. So at the end of that quest, you're leading her back and you get ambushed by some wolves. And the whole thing that you were doing with her was teaching her how to hunt so she can feed herself. So I kill these wolves and I'm thinking to myself, well, this wolf is way bigger than this little rabbit that I just caught.
Oh, man's never played Long Dark.
So
that's how you get parasites.
So I pick up the wolf and I bring it with me. I'm like, I'm gonna drop this wolf off for her.
Yep.
And
everyone likes wolf.
Exactly. So she goes into her house and she says, I'm not ready to see visitors right now. I'm really tired. Come back later. And that's probably what you're alluding to. You went back and there you go.
I don't want to say it. I'm not. Arthur goodness.
But I dropped the wolf directly in front of the door. So the head of the wolf was touching the door.
Sure.
Which is probably pretty important. I then skinned the wolf. And you know how the camera does that thing where it like pans around you as you're cutting it off, but when you go to the head, it does the really big zoom in. And then when the camera came back, I had glitched through the door.
Oh god!
What was she doing in there?
Was she undressing?
She was sitting on a chair, just staring into nowhere.
Fucking T-posing.
But yeah, like I couldn't interact with anything in the house, and I couldn't get back out the door.
No, so you had to fucking restart that
had,
little
had
thing.
to reload. So that's fun.
I've had a few. I had one which was really frustrating, where it was a stranger mission, and I really wanted to do it, and it had like I could lock onto the guy, but it wouldn't present me with options.
Oh yeah,
to
I've had that
anything.
a few times.
Yeah, so that was sad because those Stranger Things might be the best part of that game.
Yeah, you have to like come at them from weird angles sometimes in order to actually talk to them. Like you can't just ride up to them and immediately talk to them from wherever you're at.
A lot of times you have to wait for them. Usually they're talking and you ride up and don't realize they're talking, and you have to just stand there and wait for them to finish. Or sometimes you just have to stand there. Sometimes you just gotta wait and be like, "Are you done? They're all grayed out. Now I can talk to you."
Okay.
It's very good.
I hit full white hat earlier today.
Good, yeah.
And then
me too.
That's about when I did it too.
told someone that I did not want to give her a ride back to town because she wanted to go the other way.
That's a
Oh,
black
and you
hat
go
maneuver.
right down.
Oh my
Everyone I've
god! I
seen.
lost like 15% of
Yeah.
the meter off that.
It's
That
a
was
lot. I
bullshit.
I
It
feel
moves.
like,
It moves in chunks. If you do one good thing, it's like cha-chung, and
well,
goes back.
No, I feel like it's specifically when you do something bad at full, it like goes down and gives you room to build it back up.
Does it?
Yeah, like
Because I
serious.
feel like whenever I did something bad during the game, it just went down a little bit, and then I do some good, it go up a little bit. But then once I got it to the very end, the first bad thing I did, it was like boom.
Yeah, because I don't think you can go over max. So as
No.
soon as you do anything bad. Anyways, lots of thoughts about it tomorrow in podcast time. Tuesday, probably up on the feed right now if you're listening. It's a good game.
It's a very good game.
It's a good game. Yeah. You play anything else?
I don't think so.
No.
Not if there's not anything on there. Oh, the Spider-Man DLC.
Yeah.
Look at that. There was something else on there.
What'd you think? Turf Wars.
It was overall. It was not as good as the previous one. I actually thought some of the story was way better.
Really?
Yeah, I thought the stuff with Yuri was like dark in a way that
okay.
that
I agree with that.
Marvel Comics don't go very often.
It's this new era of Disney.
Yeah,
It's fucked up.
they're getting their fucking dark Disney fingers right in there. But it was like it was lacking. Like it had even less than the last DLC in that it had the crimes again.
A lot just copy pasted.
A lot of copy pasted crimes. It had the arena battles again, and the kind of side story was a little bit tied to the arena battles in a way that the side story for Black Hat was tied to the collectibles.
Yeah.
But it wasn't interesting at all. So yeah, overall disappointing.
Maybe they're saving up for a real banger of a
Yeah.
final DLC.
Hammerhead seems like a real prick.
Is there 3? They're planning on 3.
Yeah.
How much is that DLC pack?
Like $10, $30 for the whole thing. Maybe $10 each.
Feels like they're coming out so
$25
fast though.
Yeah,
Like,
monthly.
The game was out in August, and there's already 2 DLC packs.
Yeah.
And,
You can't expect them to be high quality when they're churning them out that quick.
unless even more worse to think about, even worser, they were already done before the game shipped.
Though they're really mostly done before the game
Yeah.
shipped, I'm sure. I played all those same games. And,
Oh!
And also, oh boy, okay, it's gonna be a tough sell. So there's this game called Thronebreaker. I believe it's a Witcher's Tale, The Witcher's Tale, some Witcher's Tales. Witcher and Tale are in there.
The difference between The Witcher and A Witcher's Tale
It's a big
is
difference. It's a big difference. Geralt's on the box though, so he must be in there.
Oh, this is a Witcher thing?
It's kind of a Gwent thing,
Oh,
sort
okay.
of. So either Gwent has changed a lot since I've played it, or this is not really Gwent. It's a card game where you are counting up totals on a side, just like Gwent, but unlike Gwent, there are like a bunch of other mechanics in there. So either that game is completely different from what it was, or this is not Gwent. It's like it's weird. It's like a top-down kind of isometric. You're moving around a map and talking to people, and like it's very reminiscent of like the Path of Exile thing of like story is presented to you in dialogue, and you're making choices of like, oh, a tree is down across the road. Do you climb over it? Do you try and cut through it? And then the actual battles are this weird Gwent whatever game it is. And like they're telling a good story and doing I hate Gwent. Famously hate Gwent. Played exactly one game of it in The Witcher 3 and then never touched it again. And I've played like, I don't know, 12 or 13 hours of this, and they're telling a good story that I am hooked in. It's I think it's pre-Witcher 1. I don't know. The main character, the lady that you are, is the lady who eventually knights Geralt of Rivia. So I'm sure he's in there at some point. It's very interesting.
I watched about an hour and a half of the VOD of you playing that game.
Yeah.
And it does look like a lot like Gwent.
Yeah,
like
there's only 2 lanes instead of 3.
Yeah, the
and
2-lane thing really messed me up. But
you have like an active ability that.
yeah, that's in Gwent.
Yeah, but in Gwent you can only use it once. In this, they cool down, and you have a whole separate use your card abilities phase that doesn't exist in Gwent. And again, maybe it's totally different from what it was, but
Yeah, because I know at least with the full release of the Gwent game, like the cards themselves got a lot more complex.
Yeah, I know there used to be 3 lanes. 100% there were 3 lanes.
Definitely used to be 3 lanes.
This one only has 2, which was where I was like started thinking maybe it was different. And they'll do a lot of weird shit too, where like some of them are just puzzles where it's like, oh, it's an avalanche, and so the person you're fighting in the card game, you're fighting like 4 boulders, and don't let the boulders get to the other side of the screen, and they do some good stuff with it. It's definitely not just Gwent, which is nice. You're making some story choices. All of them shitty so far, it seems.
Wait, like shitty results? Or they're just not very well... Okay.
Like, you go into a town and it's the old, like...
engaging decisions.
Yeah, something got stolen by a non-human, and all the humans are stringing them up, but this elf is like, I didn't do it, and you as the queen, as Queen Meve, what do? I've just been crying Witcher the whole game, but everyone's like, oh, we can fight these cockatrices and monsters, and... I, as the queen, think we need a Witcher, but haven't had an option to do that yet.
We've played Witcher games before. We know what happens when the humans try to fight the monsters.
It never goes well.
It never goes well.
It's true.
As a man who's been a Witcher, I know they need a Witcher.
Yeah, we've been doing fine so far. I am interested in the story. I'm probably gonna finish it. I'm really enjoying it. It's like $30.
$30?
Yeah, it's not full price. 30, maybe 20, because I think I paid 30 Canadian for it.
Oh shit! I was watching you play it kind of made me interested in it. Maybe check it out.
Yeah,
but
it's very cool.
I have too many things that are on the back burner right now that I still need to finish after Red Dead finally fucks off and gets out of my life.
Don't even say that.
It takes a long time. You have to hold a long time for it to fuck off.
Thinking of all the parts in the epilogue where you're gonna be like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
It is like, if you are going down the same path as I went down, which it sounds like more so than Matt and Warren, it is that epilogue will test you in some ways.
I've been tested a lot during that game, so I like to think that I'm up for the challenge.
Did you ever chop any wood with Arthur Morgan?
I did it once, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
What if all you did was chores?
Yeah, man. What if like these chickens needed...
All right, Oliver, how would you like to just take the disc today?
What if those chores unlocked new chores?
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
After you feed the chickens, then you can get the eggs.
The Farm Simulator logo just pops up at the end of the game.
I also played Darksiders 3. Came out last week, I believe. That's a fucking bad game. I played 1 hour and 55 minutes of it, and thank God got my money back. That is a bad video game. Looks real nice. Looks real sharp.
I like that first one. Didn't play the second one.
I really like the first one, and the second one is pretty good too. It's very different. So the first game was like it was very much Zelda. It was like these little constructed dungeons, and like, oh, I need the bombs to do this one. Here's the bombs. All right, do the dungeon. 2 is a little more like kind of a God of War, like little action, kind of like new God of War almost. 3 is a lot like Dark Souls, but it is Dark Souls by the numbers, but not in the spirit of it, where you are dying and you have to run back and get your corpse, and you are going back to super far checkpoints, and like you are the combat is very weighty, and you are dodging and like looking for opportunities to get in there, and then at the same time there's also like some really terrible platforming in there as well, because Dark Souls controls don't leave a lot of room for fun movement.
I remember even in that first game there was some platforming where I was like, this is not your strength. Yeah. Let's maybe get away from this as fast as we can.
It feels really it is just soulless and flat. The combat is super uninteresting. It is like you do have a combo, but it is just hold the X button and the string goes, and you eventually you can get some different launchers and shit. But like it is super uninteresting and like frustrating in the way that. Where in Dark Souls it feels like you're overcoming this like great challenge of like, oh, I got to the boss and I died and came back and we boss runs and all. In this game it's like, fuck, now I have to run back through this shitty like uninteresting area. They tutorialized nothing. We had to figure it was like 15 minutes of figuring out how the bomb, like okay, I get this bug to walk over here and he's gonna eat this thing, and then I pick him up and then I throw him. It just seems really poorly made. It seems like it was just fired out. And well, what's popular? Dark Souls? Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's throw that in. It's bad. It's very bad.
I would love a franchise of games that was just every new game that came out was like the flavor of the day. Like
Battle Royale.
Yeah, Battle Royale was the Darksiders 4, and then Darksiders 5 was
it's like a
open Rockstar style open worlds. And
Yeah, it's disappointing. It's maybe not that surprising. This game was in development hell for so long, and THQ Nordic went under and came back, and I don't even know what's happened now. And so it came out. It's quite bad. As a man who likes Dark Souls and likes Darksiders, it is bad.
Which rider are you in this one?
Fury, you know,
Yeah.
Fury.
That one.
I didn't know any of them.
War, Death, Fury, and Strife, I believe, are there. Therefore,
Strife is a lot like War, isn't it?
I would say Strife, Fury, and War are all pretty
I guess.
similar. And I mean,
Yeah.
Death really comes hand in hand with.
With
I think
all-
they took a little bit of license with those because like
Is it-
pestilence
yeah,
is actually
Pestilence is one of them.
Yeah, famine. Well, it's traditionally it's like death, war, famine, and pestilence.
Yeah.
No Mark Hamill either. Super disappointing. You know, maybe that game could have got by because he's the Watcher, the little like spirit dude, your Navi, the little spirit who hangs out with you and talks shit at you. And I'm like, in my head, I'm sure he was the Watcher in 2 as well. You have a Lady Watcher this time. Wait, I mean, you're a lady character. You have a Lady Watcher, but maybe
Checks
the game
out.
could have got by on Mark Hamill's performance, but he's not in.
You're not one to say.
Yeah. And the last thing I played was Onrush, the free PSN game this month.
I have Onrush loaded on my Xbox from its. What's not Games with Gold? What's the other one? Game Pass.
Yeah.
And I still have not turned it on.
What's on
Fucking,
Rush?
it's so it is not a racing game. It is a 6-on-6
Right. Yeah.
car combat. It's like Overwatch with cars.
Yeah.
And it's fucking dope. It is. I've played probably like 20 hours of it so far. It is 6-on-6. It is presented like a racetrack. You are always, even when the race starts, you are already in motion. And you have a boost meter and call it an ultimate. It's called a rush, I believe. As you use the boost or do certain things for certain cars, they are filling that meter, and then it's a big ability that, you know, everyone's is different. One guy's leaves like mines behind him, basically, or the one I like to play gives everyone on my team boosts around me. And other than that, during the actual race, you're doing objectives. So you're never just like, okay, get to the finish line. It's like, drive through the time gates to get time. So everyone on the team is going through time gates, and it's adding a second to this team counter, which are like shrinking and expanding.
Yeah, like
as
the
you're
farther ahead you are, is it the farther ahead you are, the smaller your gates get, or is it like the most consecutive gates hit or something?
I'm not too sure on the mechanics of how the zones move and things, because there's one where it's just like stay in the zone, and sometimes the zone will
zone
like
is moving
slow
with
down.
you.
Yeah, but sometimes it'll slow down. You have to slam the brakes on, and it has like the burnout crash mechanic of if you tap someone, they go into like a damage state. If you tap them again, they blow up, and so it's a lot of blowing up. You respawn in like 5 or 6 seconds. It's so fucking good. It is so fun, and like even when you're losing, you're just smashing into people, and like it is just like epic pit maneuvers. And you're like, oh, I tapped that guy just right, and he took his whole fucking team out. It is super, 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 super fun.
I should play that game.
You should
Yeah.
play that
I
game.
can play it for $0.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it, and if it's free on PSN, then yeah.
You guys should download. I would love to play with people on a because the
You have it on
abilities.
PlayStation though, right?
Yeah, but I would
but it's
pick
free.
up $1 of
You
Game
could also
Pass
have
to-
it
Yeah, you have it on
PlayStation.
free,
That's true.
free for PlayStation this
Do
month.
that. Have it on both consoles, having paid nothing. I bet that game sold well.
Yeah. Well, so the problem with it is it's full price. It is so fucking thin. Do not buy this game for $80 because it is just an online competitive 6-on-6. There's like 4 modes. There are 6 cars. Oops.
Oh, it's a cup.
That is it. That is all that's there, and it is super, super, super thin. For free, it's awesome.
Yeah.
To go and pay money for it, you'd be.
What's the other game for free? Do you know?
Soma, which
Yeah.
I also really love.
Oh, I don't know. What that
Everyone
is.
should also play Soma.
Yeah, you and Amber should play it. It's like
You
it's,
would like Soma.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a thriller. It's a thriller. It's not horror, but it's like a thriller. Yeah, like that.
Okay,
that?
good.
It's Michael Jai White.
Michael J. White.
It's Mortal Kombat thing.
From Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And that girl who plays Sonya Blade.
Nah, there's-
Annihilation.
Yeah. Onrush, man. I would love to play with people who talk on the mic because just like Overwatch, it's like if you I'll save my thing for this, you save your thing for that, and we'll fucking do them together. It's really fun,
Also, since we've mentioned Game Pass in this podcast, as well as Mortal Kombat,
right?
Mortal Kombat 10 is now available on Game Pass.
Is it called Mortal Kombat 10 or was it X?
10x.
Whatever.
Same
And
thing.
the X is a 10.
Yeah, I thought it was. I remember saying it one way, and somebody like Akui.
Oh. Are you
it
still
might
friends
be
with that
X.
guy?
No, I don't think so.
It's moments like that where you just feel like you have to explain to them. You do know
Yeah.
that the X means 10, right?
As a professional video gamesman, if
Yeah.
Ed Boon is like, no, guys, this is Mortal Kombat X, not 10.
Yeah.
Grow up. I respect the Boon.
Well, then as soon as this game came out, it was announced. You should have been like, "Where's Mortal Kombat 10?"
X1.
XI.
XI, yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
No, Ed Boon would come out and say, "This is X1."
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat X was really good.
That was, yeah.
I remember-
That was the one that we
Yeah, we
got.
tried getting
that,
way
that
into.
was,
Yeah,
that was
was-
Lin Kuei all day.
You guys still have it on Xbox?
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. I have it on
PlayStation, yeah.
Xbox. Or no.
You
Yeah,
guys
I don't
are
know what I
cowards.
have.
We have it on PlayStation.
I also feel like it might have been free on Xbox One. I think I might also have it on Xbox. Would have been a game with gold one
Maybe.
month or something.
Yeah.
Play Onrush. Everybody play Onrush.
Let me get Onrush.
Fucking
Yeah.
rad.
You should get Onrush.
I'm gonna.
You should get Onrush.
Not gonna happen.
It's
Let's play some
free.
Onrush.
That doesn't mean anything.
You might really like it.
Just because it's free doesn't
Costs
mean
you
you have to
time.
get it.
Yeah, but you might really like it.
Yeah,
It's
but-
free and someone
I also
is
might not
recommending
like
it to
it.
you. It's true. That's always a risk. It's
Every
always
time you leave the house.
That's right. It's better to never try anything.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
It's free, and as long as you just click it, this game is available for download at any time, and you don't even have to download it, so it doesn't even take
I
space.
honestly
You're just
don't
opting
know
in.
how long
Just go
it's
click
been
the box.
since I've
You're just
actually
opting in for the option.
Yeah.
clicked those boxes.
That's good. I wonder how
Matt
many
Eats
games.
will scream at you.
I wonder how
one
many
day.
games were free that you then later purchased.
Uh,
As long as that's zero, that's
I'd like to
it's totally
think probably
fine.
zero. Yeah.
But
They've been
Maybe.
they've been not relevant for a long time
No.
by the time they get on
Yeah,
that service
for the
usually.
most-
So
I feel
part.
like I treat that service just like I treat, you know how when you're on YouTube and they have like the featured rising talent or whatever the fuck it is. Every time they have one of those things, I immediately go to their channel and block them.
yeah, but that
Oh,
would be
yeah, okay.
that's a little different.
this is like
It-
falling talent.
Yeah, yeah. it'd be like if YouTube cost money and they were like, "Hey, here's a free one." You'd be like, "Fucking free, blocked. Fuck you." It's good. It's good. I want to play some more. This free on PSN thing could really like Rocket Leagueify this game. I think could honestly get big in a way that if a lot of people start playing it and they figure their shit out and make it not $80 fucking, you psychos.
Oh, I think they've probably
going
got
rate.
theirs. So
It is so mind-boggling because like for $20, it is different enough from Rocket League that you can have both in your life, and this one is like it's a lot more mindless. Like, I got owned, but I still blew some folks up, so I had fun.
Wait, when did that game come out?
Like a few months ago.
Yeah,
on the
imagine
Switch and
pouring
everything.
all your time and ideas into a game, and then before the end of the year, Sony and Microsoft are like, "We're going to give your game away."
Yeah,
We're just
because
fucking
nobody
giving it
bought
away.
it. Because
Yeah.
no, it's not worth for $80. It's offensive.
There must be some sort of kickback to them, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure
definitely.
they like whatever they offered them for
probably
the
a-
right to give it away for free was probably they were probably like, "We're fucking not selling that much."
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Yeah.
even if the company gets $0, like just getting players into that
Yeah,
ecosystem.
and then there's that chance that it could blow up.
Exactly.
And raise interest.
I think it
That
totally
happened
could.
with one game where it
Rocket League.
Siege I think was like that.
It went free.
It went free to play to get people in the door,
They
and
worked
then all of a
themselves up.
sudden now it's huge again.
They should just make it free. They should totally just make it free. It's
Yeah,
so fucking
they
good.
did.
And there's no content. And Onrush, I mean,
Yeah, they did.
oh, well, yeah,
Well,
only
I guess
on PlayStation.
games- I guess games
only
with
on
gold, yeah.
PlayStation and
Oh,
only
yeah.
temporarily.
Yeah.
That's all I played. Oh, did you do anything?
No.
Not a damn thing. How's your
Uh,
week been? What have you been up to this week?
The Last of Us was the last game I played.
How's that
I
going?
don't have any games to play. I've been looking. I've been really wanting to play Hitman,
Yeah.
but yeah, like for $80, I'm like, fucking man, am I ever being frugal with my money? It
if,
sucks.
If you want to play some Hitman, get the first season for like $20. That first season will do you just fine.
Do you have Game Pass?
no, I don't have
Chip
Game
game.
Pass.
Fucking all the first seasons on Game Pass you can get for
Oh,
$1.
man.
You should get Game Pass.
How much is Game Pass?
It's $1 if you don't have never had it before
Oh, really?
for the first month. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
and then it's what 12 after that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I
I
think
don't know.
it's 12. It's pretty
Maybe.
good. There's a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah,
There you go. Play as much Hitman as you can for $1.
yeah, that's a good deal.
Do you lose the game after you lose your Game Pass? Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like PlayStation
Yeah,
Now
PlayStation
or whatever
Plus.
the fuck they called it.
Plus,
Yeah, except PlayStation Now is streaming, right?
Not anymore. No.
And
now,
yes, it
now
is
it's-
exactly
yeah.
like that.
Now they're the same. I gotta sign up for that Nintendo. How were the quality of your Smash matches? Were they fine?
I feel like they would be fine if I bought an
I
adapter.
knew you were gonna fucking. I
and-
knew that was. God damn it.
So it is as laggy as my Xbox was before I plugged an Ethernet into it.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah,
That's not bad at
it
all.
was. It wasn't awful.
That could just be like
I
your
was also-
apartment sucks for Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah, and since I plugged my Xbox in, I have had
No problem.
I have had no complaints about my Xbox. So I hate that I have to buy an adapter,
Yeah, so do I.
but I think, and I could not confirm this, but I feel like if I did buy an adapter and plugged it in just like I do with my Xbox, I would have no complaints with. The other problem was I was playing with our friend from Thunder Bay, who has notoriously bad internet.
Oh, yeah.
So it's tough to differentiate the issues he's causing from the issues
Yeah,
I'm
it's
causing.
Rarely do the three of us play together and not have some kind of an issue. Anybody do anything else they want to bring up here? Part one? No?
I'm done selling
Oliver-
Game Pass.
Oliver
So.
sat in his house with his eyes closed.
Anything
all
exciting in the
week.
neighborhood?
I watched the Video Game Awards.
Yeah,
and
what happened? You want to talk about your neighbor? What the fuck happened?
Without that's not podcast
Alright.
news.
Is it in your building?
No, it was building across the street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It was a murder.
2 murders.
Double murder.
I'll say no more.
Yeah.
I was standing right by Oliver's house for like 12 straight hours and had
Man.
no idea I was there.
So do you just like camp out and just like
Yep, pretty
when
much.
you see something newsworthy? You
If it's
start
cold,
rolling?
I just sit there in my vehicle.
Yeah. Have you brought your Switch into the vehicle yet?
Oh yeah,
Maybe I'll do a
sitting
little,
in there right now.
do a little smashing.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be paying attention for when the news happens so that you can film it?
No.
Well, I mean, it's something
If
newsworthy.
the
It's going to
news-
be
if
big
the
and
news
loud.
happens,
and-
it's tough to ignore. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, whoops, I missed the news. It's not gonna. No way. We'll go for a quick break then. Come back here and do the news. We'll see you in a sec. Outside of this musical break. Do it.
Oliver sent me Legacy Season 1 on YouTube.
Do it.
That's the one. That's one Kevin's talking about.
Yes.
Rebirth is the one you should watch. 8 minutes.
So I should not watch Legacy
You
Season
can
1.
if you
Legacy's
like.
good.
You
He
can't.
liked it.
He liked it. I gotta pee.
I don't know if I should trust the Red Dead hater in you or the Gwent, or not trust the Gwent lover in you.
Watch the first one. If you don't like the first one, then you don't have to continue.
That's fair. That's fair, well thought out logic.
There you go.
Much like downloading a free game.
Nah, that's not thought out. Just because it's free, like seriously, you gotta press the button. You gotta go into the store.
My logic would always be there's probably a reason it's free.
Yeah.
But then I had enough good like free games where I was like, I can see why this is not full price, but it is good enough to play for free.
Did Monster Hunter come out this year? Was that this year?
Oh yeah, it won Best RPG at the Game Awards.
Jesus.
Yeah,
God damn.
I'm ready to fucking die on that hill on New Year's show, boys. Fucking Monster Hunter.
I couldn't even argue the Best RPG thing because I didn't know what an RPG was anymore.
Yeah. What other games were in that category?
Let's look it up. Some weird ones.
I feel if Monster Hunter won, it's got to be just
Yeah,
just a weak
shits.
category.
Fucking competition.
I mean, I put points into my Spider-Man. I feel like that's an RPG.
Yeah, I think that counts. I mean, in Monster Hunter, all you do is upgrade your equipment.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
Like,
that's
your skills don't-
barely any sort of customization at all.
Yeah. I should go back. That's what I'm gonna play tonight.
Monster,
Monster
Hunter?
Hunter?
Yeah.
Fucking get back in.
I really like that game.
The
Yeah.
games that get you, they just
I know.
you never know what it's gonna be.
That game made me lose my mic for my PlayStation. This is the last time I remember having it, is playing Monster Hunter with you guys. Now it's fucking just gone forever.
Threw it out.
I can't. Oh, you mean the Game Awards Best RPG of the Year,
Yeah.
Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
We're talking
Oh.
What's that game that was on the Game Awards? I don't know. I had compared it to Monster Hunter.
Dauntless.
Dauntless.
Yeah.
What's that game all about? You said you played it?
That's very early still.
Did you play what's that? Ashton? Is that what it's called?
Ashen
Ashen? You play that?
just came out. Oh, excuse me. Just came out. Is there any chocolates left in that?
There's 2.
Oh, that's risky when you get down to the last two.
Yeah, last two pot of gold.
And I think they're the same ones. I think it's the same chocolate, just in 2 positions.
Oh,
'cause-
no, there are 3!
Oh,
Two
shit.
different types. I could have. Ooh, a
Oh.
rum butter caramel. No thanks.
looks like that
Or
one
a-
got flipped into a different spot.
Fuck, it's either mocha caramel. I'll take mocha caramel over rum butter caramel.
Isn't that the one you said you had the mocha one last time? You're like, this is the worst chocolate I've ever had.
Still is.
Yep. Yeah, no, that was it.
How did old Mimmer not fucking win or get nominated for best performance? He was debatably a better performance than Kratos.
Yeah. I don't know. Kratos shows a lot of like.
It had to be like the
Oh.
main characters, maybe.
Kratos shows a lot of like range as
Oh,
well. He's
yeah,
sad and also less sad.
Was that the same guy through the whole series?
No.
No, Chris Judge was not.
Well,
in the old ones?
he's new Kratos. No, old
Oh,
Kratos.
really? I didn't
is,
know that.
Terrence. Shit, I know it. T.C. Carson. T.C. Carson.
I totally would have thought that was the same guy, and
Nope.
I have no reason to think that,
Nope.
except they were all angry.
Fucking Chris Judge's suit was so
It's good.
off the hook.
Best
Holy.
role playing game nominees were Dragon Quest XI,
Oh my god! And they gave it to Monster Hunter.
It's kind of what I said.
Ni no Kuni 2,
Hey.
Octopath
Eric said.
Traveler, Pillars of Eternity 2.
Oh my god! And they gave it to Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
I heard Poe 2 wasn't great.
I also heard it wasn't that great.
People weren't too zested.
Everybody
on
got on board because it was
because Poe 1 was really good.
all the crit roll people were all the voice actors in
Yeah,
it. But
that's true.
This
Matt Mercer voices a lot of super shitty video games. He also does a lot of good ones, but
It's a
I think he does
quantity over quality.
I
thing.
think he does more shitty ones than he does.
man's got to get paid.
He's just working.
Yeah.
He doesn't read script. Script reads him.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's just like fuck. I don't remember who it was you were talking about, but we were talking about. Oh, it was Bruce Willis when we were watching Die Hard.
Oh yeah.
How you were talking about, man, this performance of Bruce Willis is the same performance he gives in every single movie.
Every
he's
single
in.
movie. Yep.
Why don't if it ain't broken?
No, it's been perfect for that movie came out in '88, so 38 years. 30 years,
yeah.
30 years.
No, I was at my parents' earlier today because my mom and I finished up our Christmas shopping.
So my parents earlier today too.
Oh shit! And they were telling me they watched that Death Wish movie. That was Bruce Willis's 2018 movie.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about when the fuck's the last time you made a movie? Apparently
This year.
this year.
and
gonna-
And apparently he plays a surgeon in it.
oh, okay.
And Bruce Willis apparently cannot do surgeon.
no.
It's like you look at the guy whose face looks like he's been in like 150 boxing matches in the course of like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he's like these big ugly mitt hands who's apparently supposed to be a delicate surgeon.
Was he doing the talking to himself? Was he like, "Why'd you cut that artery, dummy?" I don't know, because I'm freaking out.
Surgeons are supposed to be like real good looking.
Yeah.
Not ruggedly good looking. Like
No,
had
like,
enough money to pay for the schooling.
Yeah,
good looking.
very soft hands. Very,
Yeah.
very soft hands.
That's right.
Classical
Like,
music.
What's
Doctor
his name? Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's what I was
What's
thinking
his first name?
of. Hugo.
Nope, that's the Batman character.
Copernicus.
Copernicus Strange. Stephen Strange.
Stephen Strange.
Yep. Cool. What were we? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Sorry. It got taken back to Red Dead for a hot second there.
No,
Jesus.
It's like, wow.
it always does.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say no more.
You didn't.
Talk to you after.
It was it was just the name took me back.
I don't remember what the name of the game is called, but that game from the Arc devs that they showed.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one that
Real
looked
good
like,
for about 14 seconds, and then they
yes.
said it was an MMO.
You're right. I just
That's the
pulled-
one that I thought was.
With the
Sea of
Sea of
Thieves?
Thieves? Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy. I
What
thought
did
I was
I-
like, whoa, Sea of Thieves looks like it's ramping up.
I thought
Yeah.
it was something totally separate. What did I put? What I thought? Because same thing. I was like, oh, this is this game, and then it showed the thing. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was close to running out of my room to
Warren!
Warren and being like, we gotta play Sea of Thieves again. It looks good now.
Reinstall it. Reinstall it. Yeah, I just pulled I just kind of copy past the
Yeah,
game
like,
award
I don't
announcements.
even remember what it's called. Like, as soon as they said
look it up.
MMO, I just
Look it up
fucking
here.
blocked
The
it
one
out
that
of my
looks like Sea of
mind. I'm like,
Thieves.
come on.
It looked appropriately shitty in the way that like an MMO like that would
Yeah,
kind of.
like if it wasn't an MMO, it would.
It looks like
probably
a lot
be
of
great.
it looks like a lot of other games. It looks
Yeah.
like Rust, like one of those survival. Do we know what it was called?
No,
Great. Do we care enough to look it up?
not really.
Great. I have the
Sea of Thieves,
announcements from the Game Awards. This might not be all of them apparently because I missed some.
Missed Anthem. I wrote down Anthem.
Yeah. Well, we've known that Anthem is coming out for a
But
long time.
Anthem looks
so-
fucking cool.
It
The
looks
music was
fucking
good, yeah.
cool.
I am playing the alpha of that game and
Right,
can
yeah.
say no more. Unfortunately,
Are you
It's
NDA'd?
Yeah, yeah, I am.
Turn off these mics. Let's
yeah.
not go
Blink
live
twice.
yet.
Blink
We'll
twice.
need 'em.
Blink twice.
I can tell you, there's shooting.
Oh,
I think I
don't know if you're allowed to
You're
say
fucked.
that.
I'm gonna
buddy.
break. I'm ready to break it here on the show.
don't have a lot of money to pay off that lawsuit coming your way.
Have to go do QA to earn off my debt. I got the announcements, more or less, new games, and then they showed a lot of shit we had already known about. But I have, and I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Sayonara. Sayonara for the Switch. Hey, there we go. No, this is the first time.
Why?
This is the first
You
time I've
sounded it out.
This is the first time I've said it out loud.
Maybe this language isn't so bad after all.
I was looking at the first word.
Nara.
Yeah, that's the word I was thinking.
Yeah,
he was
I
gonna
just-
say
okay,
too.
that's-
I just gave up on that one. Yeah, now that I say it out loud, it's sayonara. It is a euphoric music video dream about being awesome riding motorcycles, skateboarding, dance battling, shooting lasers, wielding swords, and breaking hearts at 200 miles per hour.
Sold.
Man, you had
Sounds
me.
like Fast and Furious.
you had me at welding lasers and dance battling.
Dance battling, wielding swords, welding lasers. Epic showed their new Steam competitor, which is just called the Epic Games Launcher. Also, Subnautica is free starting. I think it's starting this week. The week the podcast is out, or next week. I'm not sure, but Subnautica will be free for most of December on the Epic Games Store, which is very cool.
I can't play that.
It's very
I
good.
can barely
It's coming-
play
it'll be coming-
Oberdin.
It'll be coming. I think it is on Xbox. I think it is on Xbox.
I don't
now.
think it is. Is
Just-
it? Like very
I
recently?
think it's coming to consoles because
It
I saw a
is
trailer
coming
on.
to consoles. I don't think it's on yet.
Yeah, I saw a trailer
yeah.
on PlayStation.
I'm still waiting for that.
That might have been part of this announcement, even.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Ashen was shown. We saw that 4 years ago at E3. That's out. It's surprised, like, oh hey, this is out. It's, I guess, like Dark Souls, like kind of. I don't know. It looks like Journey meets Dark Souls, sort of like faceless, angular people.
I like Journey.
Also, I like Dark Souls.
Those seem like it has to be way more one of those games than the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Well, if you like Journey, great news. It's coming to PC on Epic Store. And also, Supergiant announced their new game, Hades. You see any Hades?
No, I haven't looked at it yet. I'm excited. I am 4 for 4 on Supergiant games.
Yeah, it looked. I'm trying to think back to it. Just from the little snippet of gameplay they showed, it looked like kind of top-down, almost transistor perspective.
Transistor, yeah.
It didn't look like it was turn-based though. And then they had a big, giant talking man in the style of the Pyre cutscenes.
Sure.
It is one of those games.
It seems like they their time between games is usually much longer than from Pyre to now.
When was Pyre? Last year?
Yeah.
Maybe
Transistor
2
was
years,
significantly before.
probably 2 years once it gets out.
Yeah.
How
I
long
think
was
a long time.
Transistor and
Bastion was
Bastion?
like 2009,
It was last year's Summer Arcade, so that'd be
8.
yeah, maybe 10. We could look this up, but they announced a new Far Cry. I guess I don't know if this is a standalone like little thing like Blood Dragon, and it's called New Dawn.
I think it might be like a whole new thing.
I think it's a whole new thing.
It's
It
like
is
how they
a
tried with Primal.
post-apocalyptic sequel to Far Cry 5.
They're like, fucking Fallout's losing cachet. Let's do this.
Yep.
Push
Okay.
the button.
It's like a bright, alive post-apocalypse.
Yeah, it looks cool.
They're like, we did really well. Everything's great. Oh, but it's still Far Cry, so a bus is going to drive in through the gates now.
In theory, if it was post-apocalyptic, it could be after any of the Far Cries.
It's true.
I don't know why they picked the worst one.
Yeah, well, it's the most recent one.
I guess so.
Probably top of mind.
Because I think they were saying how bombs drop at the end of the recent one.
Is that really how it goes?
That's what I was getting from this whole
Fuck,
thing.
maybe I should play Far Cry 5.
Bombs drop, and then like nuclear bombs. I guess that is how they handle the thing in Montana.
It's probably a smart. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
If there's a
sure.
problem in the center of Canada, just nuke them. Just get rid of them.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of Saskatchewan.
Bastion was 2010.
Okay.
Transistor 2013.
Okay. Excuse me.
Pyre 2017.
Okay. 4 years.
That's 4 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry. Transistor was 2014. I was reading announcement dates.
That's 4 years.
Yes. Bastion 2010. Transistor 2014. Pyre 2017.
Okay. So they're going 4, 3, 2.
There you
Next
go.
game will be at 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
And then they'll start releasing them back in time.
They showed the new Marvel Ultimate Alliance game, Black Order.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
for
like
Switch,
that second one.
Switch exclusive.
Those
I
games
also
are
like the second
always
one.
like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like a really, really good couch co-op game.
Totally. They're like very kind of Diablo light almost, but with Marvel superheroes.
Yeah, everybody gets to pick their favorite superhero. And
Yep. I want to be Iron Man.
Me and my
Fuck that.
buddy were always Spider-Man and Wolverine.
I was always
That's a good team up.
for the first one. The people that I played with, I played it with Matt's older roommate Chris and a couple of our other friends, and we gamed the shit out of it because two of the mutants, Cyclops and Magneto, both had a stat that you could raise to increase the experience you gain. So we're just like, well, let's use these people all the time because why not?
Level Infinity.
Yeah. So yeah, we outscaled that game pretty quick.
Fuck. They had everyone in that second one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
the
it was
second
a
one was
lot
really
of
good.
people, yeah.
Everyone is here.
Everyone is here. Ghost Rider.
This one is exclusive to the Switch. It's kind of interesting.
Sure.
Yeah. You probably play fine with one little Joy-Con. Obsidian finally announced their new project. They got picked up by Microsoft a little while ago. And was like, well, what the fuck is Obsidian doing? It's called The Outer Worlds. Did you see this trailer?
I did.
It's very like...
It's styly. It looks
like slapstick comedy in space with like a nutty professor who's like, if you're experiencing anything that could be described as, I can't remember, like
Right.
cell death, it's like very portally, but
I honestly thought it looks terrible.
I got a BioShock Infinite vibe from it.
yeah, but
In
a
which,
little like goofier.
Yeah, goofier. Not the tone of BioShock, but like you know how Infinite or what is it, Columbus?
Yeah,
In the sky?
Columbia?
Yeah, Columbia. How that sort of looked before it was on fire.
Yeah, it's like retro futurism in space.
Hey, I want to borrow BioShock from you guys. We'll talk about it after.
Oh,
Okay.
I just played Minerva's Den yesterday.
I'll trade you
on the
for
stream.
one PSVR.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a cutscene, which I thought looked okay. I don't know. Obsidian made things I like Fallout New Vegas
You have a good resume.
and the Knights of the Old Republic 2.
They were hands off
Maybe.
of 76, right?
They were, yeah.
Because when I saw Fallout,
No,
I'm
Obsidian.
like, fuck.
Obsidian hasn't touched Fallout since.
We're not
since
going to
New
play
Vegas.
76, are we?
No, no, it's
No.
bad. It's a bad video game.
Seems-
We're not all going to get together and play it.
It's a bad. It's a bad. Even if it were a good video game, probably not. In reality, it's a bad game.
I thought it was like bad for them to be like, hey, these guys made a Fallout game.
Did you guys hear? We talked about they're putting out the new bags
Yep.
or whatever. Did you guys hear that last week Bethesda's support website was like letting people who open tickets see everybody else who had a ticket opens information. Everybody's information was open to
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
Oh,
my
and
God.
fucking like credit.
Like,
everyone's like,
holy-
credit cards and freaking out.
How is this happening?
I don't.
I
It's
don't know.
sabotage.
Somebody's dropping the ball.
Fucking Obsidian. Someone is sabotaging them. Obsidian is sabotaging them.
Yeah.
That'd be something.
Follow the money. What else do I have here? Hello Games. They made No Man's Sky. They showed a new project called The Last Campfire, which I didn't know if that was gameplay or a cutscene. It's like
What was this like?
Little cutesy dudes in a boat, rowing a boat
Oh, yeah.
across a thing.
Yeah. This must have been when I started watching.
Yeah. They didn't really get into like what it was or
It looked
how
like
it
it also looked like Journey, but
Yeah.
in the water.
yeah. Mortal Kombat 11 got announced. Dragon Age 4. I'm gonna call
What was
it
that?
tentatively.
That was that thing that showed off like a little statue, and then it just zoomed
Yeah.
out, and then
I had to get explained that was Dragon Age because they never said Dragon
they
Age
didn't say anything.
on the clip at all.
It was the mural that all the games open with the telling of like, and then the Tervinter fell from grace or whatever. It's that mural that the games all open with.
Yeah.
And then the main character from Inquisition does the voiceover.
I only recognized it because it reminded me of like things I saw in Kirkwall.
Yeah.
While I was fucking
If you
QAing Dragon Age.
did you play
2.
Inquisition?
I played 45 minutes of
Oh
Inquisition.
yeah. If you played, it's the sequel to. It is a direct follow up
Yeah.
to Inquisition. So if you played Inquisition, you're
I'm thinking I might go back and try it again because the reason that I
pretty
didn't
good.
like it is because I made my person super ugly and I couldn't stand looking at it.
I think I was a Canary in that game, which is kind of fun.
Dragon Age 2 Also free on Games with Gold. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, it's a bad. Speaking of bad games,
I want you guys to know that the game you guys QA'd outlasted Onrush before it went free.
For anybody that plays that game, check out Matt and my name in the credits.
that's right.
Yep.
You can do it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There you
remember
go.
when I beat that game, I watched the entire credits so that I could see your guys'
Yeah,
names.
we're deep in there. We're
Thank you.
deep in
Thank
there.
you, Kevin.
Respect.
The
Yeah.
last two.
Dragon. You should play Dragon Age Inquisition. They leave the world in such a way that they made it seem like last Dragon Age was the last Dragon Age they could have ever possibly made, and so they put this trailer out.
Do I need to play any other Dragon Age to enjoy Inquisition as a man who is into story?
That's a good question.
No, but I mean, it helps. They will reference like the hero of Ferelden in the first game. It's like the Mass Effect thing of it's your different characters, so it's not like Shepard one character going through, but like your one choices will loosely affect the world, and your two
Right.
choices will much more significantly affect the world. And what a bummer that the shittiest game has the most impact on.
So there was
that
was there only
fucking
two
series.
That
in
too?
the original
Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Inquisition.
and Inquisition?
Yeah.
But
I think you could
Inquisition
just
is
play
far enough
Inquisition.
removed from the other ones.
Yeah. It's so hard to know. It's so hard to know.
because you had the info.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
And whenever anyone asks me this, I'm like, you just go play the other games.
yeah, you
They're all
should.
fucking good.
You should. I know a lot of people don't like Origins because it's very different. It's like it's an old quote unquote RPG. It's very
Yeah,
like
Origins is definitely the best.
pause time. I think Origins is the best too. It's very like pause time and it feels different. It's not an action game like the other ones are.
Pause time like Mass Effect.
No, pause time more like Baldur's Gate, like issue orders, and you can make it easy enough that you don't have to do that stuff. But it's very very different.
I wonder if I could just plop those on like the easiest setting and walk through them.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably.
You probably still have
That's
to do a little bit
if
on
I
Dragon
play
Age.
Inquisition, that's honestly what I'm going to do. Is I'm just going to dump it on easy and just play it.
I think Inquisition plays fine, like is fun to play because it's a modern game. You should play Origins. Origins has the best characters by far. Origins has the Morden of
I just don't know.
Dragon Age.
As someone who is like, could I carve out time to go back and play Inquisition? And I'm on the fence. I don't know if I can go back and carve out time to
You got
play
time.
a trilogy.
You got time.
I
You can
got-
skip 2.
I got like 7 Kingdom Heart games I'm going to buy soon.
In 2's defense, it's only like 10 hours long if you really put your mind to it.
That's not bad.
1 is a little bit longer. Fuck, 1 is so
But I
good,
wouldn't.
though.
I wouldn't play. I wouldn't play it
I gotta
for
finish
10
playing
hours. I'd do all the shit.
In 2? No,
Yeah.
2 would suck that right out of you
Yeah,
real
okay.
fast.
Yeah, there's a
Real
lot
fast.
of recycled hallways.
Dungeons.
Yeah.
You're going to see the same dungeon with just different doors open. And
Good.
yeah, 1's great. We're playing through 1 on the stream right now. We've been playing for a few months. Just the odd day.
Dragon Age
every
1?
couple weeks. Yeah, we just
Let's
jump.
just go watch you play
We
it.
jump in for a day here and there.
The
It's good.
characters from 1 are cool.
They're the best. They're the
think-
fucking best.
I think the characters from 2 are really cool too. Yeah.
I couldn't name them all.
More Dragon Age questions.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to play Inquisition, is there like what did you do in this game? What were the decisions you made?
Yeah,
I think
there
it
is.
auto. Yeah, but I think it just auto. I don't think you get to pick. They're not significant enough that it really. I don't remember.
I
if there's
remember-
a generate a save.
I remember
mechanic or
going
not.
through because I played Origins on 360, and then I played Dragon Age 2 on PC, and then I got Inquisition on PS4. So nothing
Carried over.
to anything. And yeah, it's like, do you want to link to your Dragon Age account? And then you go to your Dragon Age account, and it gives you literally hundreds and hundreds of questions.
No.
It's like,
yes,
did you
I
do this?
remember
Did you
doing
do this?
that.
Did you do
Oh,
this?
I remember doing that at Bioware
Yeah.
to first make the save.
Because we had to like generate like certain playthroughs for
Yeah.
how we were testing Dragon Age 2. I'm like, this sucks.
They're very.
Sounds like
Actually, this is cool. This is awesome. We're gonna buy
when
it.
you-
I'll do
yeah.
whatever you guys want.
Anyway,
But
yeah.
But this specific feeling I have right now sucks.
Yeah, when you see it all on a page and you're like, did you do this in 1? Because that'll make him say, like, sir instead of scum in 2 or whatever. You're like, well, this is, god damn it. I've seen how the magician does the trick and it's ruined. I really like Dragon Age. That new game is apparently, like, I think I read 3 years away still.
wow.
So,
Oh, I do have time.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully they are fucking tearing it down because Inquisition is kind of like, okay, let's. Okay, we don't need to keep making Mass Effect again and again and again, especially with like I think Mass Effect is better with the shooting. I think Andromeda plays better than 3. I don't think if 4 and Inquisition are the same, it'll be like, come on, guys.
Do something different.
Yeah. That's one of the chirps that Arthur Morgan gives at the magic show. Do something different! And then they announced that Joker from Persona 5 is coming to Smash.
Yay!
They announced it as Smash Cross Persona first, and I was like, wait, is this a
Is this
separate
something bigger?
fighting what is happening? But no, it's Joker from Persona 5 is coming to Smash.
Thoughts, Kevin?
Everybody's favorite Persona character, Joker.
I'm pretty sure he's the main character in 5.
Who likes 5? Not me. Put in Chie, you cowards.
I don't know what that
Give
means.
us Igor.
I also don't know what
Is
that
Igor the guy in the
Oh, wait,
limo?
Igor's...
Yeah, the big
I know
nose.
who Igor is.
He's all right.
Give us original voice, Igor.
He'll probably be. So the way Smash DLC works is there's these like, they're called like fighter pack or something, but
Yeah.
each pack is only one fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But the part that makes it a pack is it comes with like definitely new music, definitely new stage, and I think like new trophies, like game
Assist trophies.
specific trophies and stuff. So maybe Igor will get one
Igor.
of those.
I feel has Igor. I guess no Persona shit has ever been in Smash until now. Yeah, that's there are the announcements.
You glazed over Anthem.
They showed Anthem.
We have to talk about
They didn't even
Anthem.
really show Anthem. They had like they had that dope music thing with that lady was playing the like
the weird
the voice thing that I texted. I was like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
that was cool.
Oh, that was good.
Weird.
Casey
But,
Hudson was there.
Yeah, Casey Hudson was there.
He's
They
gonna
showed a little
save
bit of
Bioshock.
a cinematic thing.
I don't remember it at all. I might have been freaking out about the lady with the voice synthesizer.
Yeah, maybe. I now that I'm trying to remember, I don't remember it either. But like they showed like good facial like tech.
You're right. They showed what looked like set pieces going off and like story happening and dramatic moments between characters.
Yeah.
And you're right. It totally.
And then I was thinking about
that
how
trailer looked like a game.
shitty Andromeda looked.
Yep.
Like they have to have good facials
Oh.
in this game.
Hopefully good and
Facial stuff.
and huge. Like lots of
Yeah.
big facials
Big
stuff.
facials.
The most facials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet they will. I bet those faces will be impeccable because they took so much shit over it with Andromeda.
Nothing else will work.
Yeah, everything
But
else is
they'll have
totally
great
fine.
faces.
Like, wow.
People always say, "Oh, it's just Destiny with flying." Whenever Anthem comes up, and I'm like,
how
"That
can they-
fucking sounds so dope."
Yeah, sure. How can they say that without playing it though?
I don't know. Didn't you say that to me when first the
That is
trailer
my
came?
fear. I'm worried it will be that.
I was
I like-
doing a Matt Eads impression when I said that.
I like how those suits look.
Yeah.
They look fucking cool.
I like the fucking scatter rockets.
Yeah.
I like how gross it looks when they climb into them. You're like, ooh, these are like grungy. Somebody's been wearing this suit a lot.
Someone should wash these.
Yeah.
My mother went to a theater the other day, and they had the lights on past when they're supposed to have the lights on, because normally they keep the doors closed and won't let you in until they turn the lights off.
Rabble.
And she was like, "The fucking seats were so nasty," and my mom doesn't give a shit about that. Like,
Yeah.
she is not the kind of person who's like, "Oh, it's too dirty in here," and I was like, "Ugh."
Which theater?
South Common.
That's the one I go to. At least it wasn't bed bugs, man. They had bed bugs without that
The
cheap
cheap
one.
sheets on the north side. Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
Really?
Someone.
Yeah.
They get bed bugs in a goddamn theater.
That's cheap.
Dirty
cheap theater.
Dirty people, bring them in. Homeless people who want to
Jesus.
sleep in there for $2 a night or whatever.
That's actually a
That's where
great
I'm,
deal.
that's where I'm
Yeah.
gonna be staying for too long.
In the one in Sherwood Park, a mouse
Sword
bit
and-
someone on the toe.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, really?
I wonder if you could sue. You could probably sue.
You can't sue a mouse.
You could sue the establishment. Not yet. We got to set precedent. Anybody else got anything at the Game Awards they want to? Reggie, Phil, and Sean all got up on stage.
I'm just the biggest Phil fan in the world.
Oh yeah, he's great.
I love Phil
He's
Spencer.
great. Even in his Game Awards, whatever he was talking with Jeff Keighley. He's like, so how's the year for Xbox? He's like, it was good. We could have done better.
Could've done better,
It was
yeah.
good.
He's fucking real.
Yeah, he just tells it like it is. Fuck it.
One day he could come out and be like, "It was all just a front. I actually don't give a shit about gamers at all." And I would just be like, "You fucking had me, Phil.
just tell-
You fucking, that was good."
That's what I like about you, Phil. You tell me, like it or lump it. Tell it how it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was a very good show. No Hideo Kojima. I was genuinely
that
shocked
sucks.
because
They're best buds.
yes, because him and they are the cutest couple, Kojima and Keighley.
Yeah.
And Kojima even tweeted out the night of like, "Hey, sorry I won't be at the Game Awards this year. I'm in blank," which is the wrestling thing you do of like, of course he's gonna be there. He's gotta throw the marks off. He really wasn't there.
Yeah.
They're saving all their shit for PSX, I guess.
Ronda Rousey did that exact thing.
Tweeted that she's like, "Oh man, great to be in Hawaii."
Tweeted a photo from an airport like overseas that she just had from some other appearance the day that she showed up at the Rumble.
Great.
Yeah, look at we mentioned last week that they may have, or Walmart may have slipped the release date of Death Stranding. April?
June, I think.
Yeah.
The profit Canadian Walmart. Hallowed be thy name.
So yeah, hopefully that's true. I mean,
Maybe.
Some guy might just not give
Will
a
it be
fuck
a game?
on those
Yeah.
things.
Will anyone care by the time? Maybe he's letting it cool off because he's realized that like if he keeps going at this pace with all this, what is this game? Is it a game? That by the time it comes out, it's
Maybe
like, who
they
fucking cares,
finished it.
man?
He looked at it and he's like, "This is fucking bad.
Start over."
We need to stop telling people to buy this."
We'll move on. We'll move on. Other news: Walking Dead episode 3. That's the Telltale, formerly Telltale's The Walking Dead, is back on. Episode 3 is out in January, and we've learned how many. Remember, they said they brought quote many devs. Turns out that was 40. They brought 40 devs.
that's many.
That's many.
That's
Yeah.
pretty many.
Yeah, especially like considering the ridiculous logistic circumstances of getting these people to a place from. That I feel good about 40 devs.
Yeah.
That's a good number. They're
40 seems out of like 270 and
Yeah.
out of the size that they were like.
270, not all of which were devs. Of
No.
course, like HR and administration was all included in that.
Yeah, but
so.
I mean, 40 devs seems like a team that would put a Walking Dead out, right?
Totally.
The
Yeah.
other.
Totally. Anyone can finish. It's not an issue of like only they can make this game. No, I
Yeah.
think anybody can make this game. It's more like
But I mean, like,
Fucking help
because
these
they
guys
were
out a little
big
bit.
and they ramped
Yeah.
up, and then they had a lot of different like games going on, so
Yeah.
that's why they had 270, whatever.
yeah. So 40 original Telltale devs. The rest is filled up by Skybound Entertainment, and it's out January the 15th.
You more likely to play that game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I might. I feel okay enough about the 40. The 40 people.
The 40 is the right number.
Yeah, it feels like it was. If you were just gonna like, well, we got 3. That's technically many. It'd be like,
Marty's
okay,
here.
yeah, exactly. Fuck off. But no, it feels like more than just a good publicity stunt. It feels like someone really tried to do something positive. So I think I will. I think I will lift my boycott. I think I will continue The Walking Dead. What if it comes out and it sucks?
How
What
many-
if it comes out and it's just the worst thing they've ever made?
How many episodes? 4
Yeah, 4.
for this one?
Yeah.
You should let me know what that is.
You're not.
still on
You're,
the fence.
you're still on the boycott.
I wouldn't say I'm on the boycott anymore. I'm on the did I get out and now I'm not sure if I care to get back in even from a story perspective.
I might replay episode 1 before doing it. I remember episode 1 ending.
It was
and
good.
Maybe like fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you guys talked
This is the
about that.
best. I think Walking Dead. I remember
And then-
liking it the most I've liked Walking Dead. I think maybe that original season, but
First season was really good.
yeah. You guys heard of Fortnite?
No.
Have you guys heard of a rapper named 2 Millie?
Yes.
Number 2 space MILLY. Apparently 2 Millie is suing Fortnite over their dance moves.
For how much?
So the litigation is ongoing. We don't know. I don't know if it's like a.
You set that one up.
I don't know the details of the
For how much?
What would be a good number?
2
for 2 milli?
3.6 million. I don't know any details.
Which one's the swipe dance? Brandon, is
Have you
that-
seen the Millie?
pulling up?
Have you
The
seen
floss.
the Millie Rock?
Is that the one? No.
No.
It's called. So in Fortnite, the dance is called Swipe It. Apparently, it is infringing on 2 Millie's Millie Rock dance move. And this raises all sorts of questions like, can you copyright a choreography? We're gonna find out. Let's take it to the courts.
I hope he wins.
So do I, because the shitstorm of like every single person that these dance moves are based on, just all these lawsuits that are gonna come in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like people have
I've
already.
got kids on camera doing some of these.
Oh boy.
That's a whole different issue I'm dealing with.
And other, I guess, so full disclosure, I am not a Fortnite expert, nor am I a dance expert. I guess one of the dances is based off Chance the Rapper or something, and he has gone out and been like, this is sort of bullshit. We should be if Epic is making money off this choreography that we invented and popularized, shouldn't we be making some of that money?
Chano, that.
Well,
No.
it was.
I feel like Chano doesn't do that.
Does-
Chano's all about his fucking.
I'm just reading the tweets, son. If
everybody was pissed off. There was. I've never watched the show Scrubs, but there was a guy in Scrubs who famously invented a dance move for the show.
Yeah.
And Fortnite stole that.
That was the original, the default one that you get from that game.
And,
Which one's that? Is that the one where you like fucking pound your fist and kick your leg?
No.
I don't know. Who knows? But somebody asked him about it at some award show. Some reporter asked him about it. And he just went off on, yeah, it is pretty bullshit that I invented this thing that became a cultural phenomenon, and these people stole it, rebranded it, and are now making how much money off of it because of my creativity.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be really interesting if this goes in the favor. If this goes against Epic, like that opens the door for a lot of shit.
In all honesty, I bet you they'll settle. I'll bet you they'll settle every lawsuit that comes their way.
They have an infinite amount. How much money do you want? Sure, let's add a zero to the end of that because we have infinite dollars now.
You just give them a check with the infinite symbol on it.
Just leave it blank.
But I mean, especially for the paid ones. Like,
oh yeah, and I guess
Snoop Dogg.
I guess this is one.
Drop
of
it
them.
like it hot. Drop it like it's hot dance.
Mm-hmm.
Little
like
side to side.
That's
thing, yeah.
I don't know anything about Fortnite. I would just assume that's one of the paid ones.
Mm-hmm.
But like you gotta fucking give these people some kickbacks.
It's true. You didn't come up with that dance.
We'll find out.
Fucking Snoop.
The last
2 milli.
2 milli. The last story, I for real didn't get what you guys were. That was, I feel like I recovered it pretty well. I was like, haha, I was in the whole time. The last story I have tonight, Counter-Strike Go has gone free to play. That is the most recent Counter-Strike. Used to be, it was $20 on launch, so cheap. And that was in, I'm going to say 2013, yep. It's gone free to play. They've added a Battle Royale mode called Danger Zone, and people are mad. 14,000 negative reviews on Steam the day after it goes free to play. I looked through them thinking it would be like, this Battle Royale mode is both Fortnite, take that shit elsewhere. It is people all complaining like, I want my $20 back. I paid $20 in 2013, and that's worth $28 today. And I'm like, just people getting pissed that they paid money for a thing that is now free, which happens all the fucking time when things go free.
It's like, are people stupid? Like,
yes.
And I mean, yes. The answer is yes.
In a mob, the mob is always stupid.
But
yes.
it's like, think about like back in the day when you had your cable and a movie would come out in the theaters, and then like 3 years later it would be on TV or like on like Sunday night Disney movies, and it would be a Disney movie that, oh, I went and paid in the theater to see this movie, and now it's on TV for free. Give me my theater money back.
It is insane. I agree. I haven't tried the Battle Royale mode. I'm curious. See what it is. I pulled that story because it is getting profound amounts of negative press for going free. It always happens, I guess. I mean, there's someone who bought this game and then the next day it went free. You're like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you could, come on.
I mean,
you could have told
honesty,
me.
like, tough shit.
Well, yeah, but I see where.
Like, it could happen with anything.
Yes,
it's
I
not
see.
just a game thing.
I paid full price for this game the day it came out. I'm not mad.
I'm
glad there's more like people who suck, so maybe I can play again and still stand up.
Yeah, I play like most games that I'm going to play. I play them within the first couple months of them coming out.
Yeah, totally.
And therefore, I pay full price for them.
Never touch it
And
again.
I've seen a lot of those games go free at some point, and I never feel regretful.
No.
Yeah, it's not like you got ripped off or anything, right? It's like you've had this game for $20 or $80 if it's a full retail. Like you got your time.
Yeah. And if anything, the property that you paid money for now just got like more players is always more players is always better for a game.
Yeah. Not good ones.
Yeah.
They make me stop playing
Bring
games
the
sometimes.
free to play game. It's like when it's like every Christmas. It's like, okay, time to boot. What's the new Halo? What's new Call of Duty? What's new Battlefield? Because these kids are gonna be trash. Let's go.
Yep.
The one day a year I can hang.
The Overwatch free to play days are always fun to get in there on.
Yep.
As a man who's not good at Overwatch, but better than all the people on free play days.
Stop at KFC because we're getting wins.
Yes. I was going to say, speaking of wins, to lead you into an email. Would you like me to? Speaking of wins.
Podcast at talkingreckless.com is an email address. You can drop these on the subreddit r/talkingreckless. I've pulled some from each. Brandon, why don't you read this first one? From Ehebeb.
Sayonara.
Ehebeb.
Hey guys, over the years of listening / watching the end of the year awards show, I have noticed some things. For some inexplicable reason, I always cheer and root against Ead's views and for Kevin's opinions. That's a way to live. So my question is, if you had to make the show into a wrestling show, which we've come awful close to doing, who would be the GM and who would make the best heels and faces? Is it too easy an answer to say Matt Eads would be the GM?
Yeah.
First of all,
Heel,
actually,
I'd be a great heel GM. I
heel
feel
GM?
Like. Yeah,
First of
totally.
all, I used to do this all the time when I listened to you guys, and I still do this all the time when I listen to other Game of the Year shows where it's not really specific people. It is when someone starts to get mad, I start cheering against them, where it's like, hey, fuck you, you deserve to lose this argument. I can see you cracking, I want to see you crack.
I think Kevin is. I think Kevin would be great. He could flip on like a dime. One week he is a great heel, the next week he's a great face, and then the next week he's back to being a great heel. Like I feel like Kev, a lot of very versatile.
I'm a natural rock.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've always said that about you. The
Natural rock.
the Dwayne the
I
Rock
am
Johnson
rock
of this
hard
podcast.
right now.
Yeah. Oliver's a babyface
Yeah,
for life.
pure.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, I
You don't
mean,
think so?
you had your heel debut last year with the Breath of the Wild thing, and like it just didn't rate. Audience wasn't into it at all.
That seemed to get a reaction.
I don't know.
The problem was it was from the other wrestlers, not not from the crowd.
Man was working stiff.
The locker room was just pissed.
We call that backstage heat.
I think Bryce would be a face and
Yeah.
Colin would be a heel.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Bryce,
But
Colin
they
always,
would start as a tag team, and
And-
then there would be some friction.
Yeah, and Colin would always do his. Bryce and Colin would stay a tag team, but Colin would always do his heel shit, and Bryce would never see.
Oh, yeah,
Colin would
that's
always.
good.
Bryce
That's
would be
good.
like wrapped up in the ropes or something. Colin would, I don't know, take off the turnbuckle protector. Secret heel.
Secret heel.
Yeah. What about Warren?
Warren's a heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man doesn't defend his title.
I
Of
know.
course he's
Yeah.
a heel.
I know. I hope he's listening right now. Oh, look who's in the chat live. Huh. Yeah. Has the title, does the vintage heel move of like, I've never lost it. I've also never defended it. Apparently he's got something planned. Apparently Warren says he has something planned. He just needs all of us to get together, which is a ridiculous. Guys, I have a plan. I just need the planets and the stars to perfectly align.
That's a heel move.
And when that happens,
He fucking just picked something that he
when
knew
the
would
moon
never
is
happen.
highest in the sky and the month is August.
If it's a quick thing, we can do
Do a Game of the Year?
my strategy of doing the double defend at Game of the Year.
Shit.
He made it sound like it was a quick thing.
I thought we were just running Mario Party again.
Well, we probably will, but
Oh, we can do 2K19 this year. We can all make our own wrestlers with our own walk-ons and shit, which is, I think, some of the most fun parts of WWE 2K19.
Well,
Be a
might
lot of
argue
sense.
the
Talking
fun
reckless
part.
game of the year, fellas.
Lottie-dottie.
WWE Lottie Dottie. Who gets the Gotti?
Brando, your face, right?
Yeah, I think so.
face. Yeah,
I can work either way, but
Yeah.
I think I'm a more natural baby face.
On average, your face.
Because I have a baby face.
Brando could also be a GM.
You think so?
Okay.
I could put Brandon as a GM.
You're a
Like,
business
he'd
mind.
be like a wild GM. Everything would become a tag match. Now it's a tag match.
And then I'd like take the tag teams that were going together and be like, now you're a 4-man team against these 4.
Either that or even better, you take the two teams who are going to be against each other and then you flip the partners.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Warren says drunk OJ is a heel, stealing drinks and picking fights.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I watched Warren play that beginning stuff in the story mode in 2K.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
Where you like invade NXT,
Yeah.
and that is one of the most mind-bendy stories
Yep.
on what is kayfabe and what is not.
It gets real weird there for a bit.
Yeah.
Of like, it makes sense. It makes no sense regardless of how you
No,
look at
no,
it.
it never
There is
makes
no
sense.
angle where you're like, okay, I can. Yeah, all right, okay.
Your brain wants to try and decide if this is all kayfabe or not, and every time you try and pick one, you're like, but then that doesn't work.
No. Somebody should have called the cops.
Yeah,
Fuck.
there are better ways to deal with this than sending wrestlers to have matches with these people.
It's the Pokemon thing of when someone shows up and is causing shit, you have to Pokemon battle them.
That's true.
You're just like, well, here are the cops, take them away. First, we gotta have a duel. Sir Smudge wrote in, said, hey dudes, when settling down for a session of gaming, what's your food and drink of choice? You got snacks. You got go-tos.
I
If you're gonna get snacks,
do not eat on the mic, nor should anyone.
yes, it is famously one of his pet peeves.
Yes. But I will eat usually Doritos in bed when I'm playing alone.
Vintage.
Yeah.
Little Mountain Dew.
Just red Doritos. Rockstar Energy, so I can get my Destiny 2 code.
Yeah.
Red Doritos and white bed sheets.
That's right.
You
They
still
go
eating
together like.
eating a whole roast chicken now that you're not watching wrestling anymore?
No, that went away with wrestling.
Oh,
I feel like
man.
it kind of went away with me moving out. Actually, it was
It's
very
hard,
much
hard to get to a Safeway now.
Yeah, there's just not one on the road.
Yeah.
Like on the way home. There's a Walmart, but there's just different chickens.
I still get a chicken every now and again, and
they're still
actually think
delicious.
of like the time. I've sat there after you said it. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat the whole chicken. Maybe.
Yeah.
I used to be a heavier man.
You just take the whole chicken
Yeah.
because it's easier than cutting it up or putting half on a plate.
And you gotta eat
And then
it.
eventually it's just gone.
You gotta eat it right then, because otherwise it gets like cold and soggy and yeah.
Gelatinous.
Yeah, you gotta eat it fast. Rip all that skin off.
I've
It's
never
all
been
nice.
able. I've used to get those things, not all the time, but on occasion. I don't think I've ever finished one of them before it's gone bad. It's just it's too much chicken, man.
It's a lot of chicken.
Make it
A lot
work.
of chicken.
It's a
Man,
lot of chicken.
You have to finish it because it's not until you don't finish it then you're really like, part of this chicken's death was a waste.
Well, yeah, exactly. You have to honor the sacrifice that this animal's made for you.
You put it outside for the cats or something.
No, because
Yeah.
then there's more cats that hang around my
Oh, yeah.
house.
I would
That's just
start
less
gathering.
chicken that you have to eat.
It's true.
It's true.
It's very true. Keep the homeless away
You gotta
from
figure out your balance.
Yeah, cat to chicken ratio.
I don't really snack when I game.
No,
No.
me neither. I will stop for a snack. I will go to the kitchen and like stay in there for 15 minutes and just never stop eating. Like, oh, I gotta sit down and go back to my game.
But my drink of choice is vodka and soda.
Is that called a spritzer?
I don't
Is that a
know.
vodka spritzer?
Vodka and soda.
What kind of soda?
The PC President's Choice, Blue Menu, with the splash of lime.
I've been getting into vodka gingers again lately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Vodka ginger's good.
I got drunk on vodka gingers on movie night.
Oh, yeah?
yesterday.
Shit.
Yeah.
I not vodka gingers, but I have gotten into Moscow mules a lot,
What's
which
a Moscow Mule?
is ginger beer, vodka, and lime.
Is it like a very intense ginger beer?
No, it's just a regular. Well, I don't have a good spectrum of ginger beer actually. Now that you say that, I never drink ginger beer alone.
Yeah, I don't care for ginger beer by itself. Is a little.
But it's when you mix that all together, it's
Yeah.
real good.
They serve them in the copper cups.
Yep, you have to have them in the copper cups.
If I'm doing video
Stole
games,
one from a bar once.
I have one.
And
I stole one from a VP's.
I stole one. Never mind. I also stole one, but I don't want to say where. Because some of our friends still work there. I like. I'm boring. I just do like a can of like Coke Zero or something. It's just a can. It's whatever's easy.
For
you know?
the drink.
Yeah. No, I'm if I'm just gaming by myself, I'm not usually drinking alcohol. If I'm gaming with the fellas, I'll do like rums and cokes.
Yeah, for the most part,
Something that's easy to
mostly
finish.
just water for me for drinking. And like Oliver, don't really snack when I'm gaming, but if I do, either like chips or popcorn.
I have a real problem. Like it gets bad. It gets embarrassing sometimes. Of like I'm just gonna
The drinking.
the going up to get a snack.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm it's probably pretty using a lot of cannabis, legal and fun here in Canada. And you're like, man, I'm kind of hungry. I'll get in the kitchen. And then like half an hour later, you're like, oh, I've eaten everything in the house and I can't move. And oh Jesus, I'm gonna go sit down.
It's like, holy shit, how did I just eat this fucking 2-gallon jar of pickles?
It's just that's honestly has happened. Not 2-gallon jar, but entire jar of pickles and like the half chicken that's left over, and like, oh, I got an apple down here, and it's just where it's unstoppable. Where does it all go? Man loves to eat when he's high. It's so fun. Kevin, you want to read this last one?
All right, we got Hannes from Sweden. Hi. If you have to choose one single-player game from the last 2 to 3 years that everyone should play, what would it be? Hannes just bought a new PC, and missed the last few years of new releases due to his old PC being really, really bad. Thanks for an awesome show.
Single player games, last 2 and 3 years on PC, must plays.
It has to be on PC.
Yeah. The Witcher 3.
Yep, that's a good one. I'm trying to think of stuff that, because I do not play anything on PC. I'm
You
trying
can
to
hit
think
me
of
if you hit me
things.
with it. I can probably tell you if it's on PC or not. Pretty much everything is.
Mass Effect. That's not 2 or 3 years, I guess.
Yeah, only on.
No.
Oh, they are all on P3. PC. Pardon me. What is going on with that phone
Yeah,
today?
man. Gravity's strong
Yeah,
over
Can't,
there.
can't fight gravity,
Yeah.
Brando. Must plays last couple years here.
That's all it is.
Trying to think of my
I
game
got a
of the
few
year
PlayStation
lists.
ones recently, but they're not
PC?
PC.
Subnautica, and that's free.
Yeah, yes, that's a great answer. Pick up that free Subnautica.
And let me tell you, that game looks real good if you can play it on max settings.
I think it looks amazing. I bring it up every now and again in our Discord, and people are like, "I'm afraid of the ocean. I'm not going to play that game." That is the exact reason why you should. I'm afraid of the ocean, and that game really fucking works well if you are unsettled by open water.
Depending on what you're into, Wolfenstein 1 and 2.
Oh yeah,
The
I would
new,
say
the new ones.
If you had to pick one of those, you think you get away just doing 2?
No, I think if you had to play one of them, you'd want to play 2. But
Yeah.
I feel like
You need
there's
one to
there's
support it.
enough of 1 and 2.
Yeah, those are very good.
Put them on easy.
I like Hitman quite a bit. Hitman 1 is very cheap. Also, that's from a couple years ago.
I don't agree with this one, but Doki Doki Literature Club.
Ooh.
That's a very cool one. Yeah, if you
is-
want a little
is
bit of a
free
a little bit of a
and,
mind fuck.
Yeah,
I really like it.
a few people at the table really like it.
Yep.
Doom.
Doom. Oh yeah, Doom.
Play Doom.
You should play Doom.
Basically, what you should do is listen to the last 2 to 3 years of our Game of the Year casts and just, round out the top 5.
Yeah,
We did not let the not PC game win.
Which one is that?
you're right.
Yep.
You're right.
Breath
Breath of the Wild.
Right.
Yeah. Is there anything
Cuphead
else?
2 on there? Not that I'm recommending that.
Cuphead on PC?
Yeah. I guess.
I think
'cause-
so.
Yeah.
Is it games with Windows?
I think so.
It
That's what I
might
was wondering.
be.
Yeah.
It might be.
Cuphead is not best enjoyed as a single player game.
Sure.
It is
I would
if
agree
you
with
can
that, I
play with your feet.
How about XCOM? How about XCOM Enemy Unknown or XCOM 2 even?
First XCOM Enemy Unknown, the first one, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's probably a little dated at this point. I think that was like 2010 that thing came out.
I think
2012? Yeah, somewhere in
2012,
there.
I like XCOM 2. You don't like XCOM 2?
I never got into XCOM 2. Actually, you know what? It would be longer than 2012 because I played that. Actually, I have no idea.
I'm looking her up right
Yeah,
now.
it's 2010 or 2012. Anyway, I didn't really care for XCOM 2. Mostly because it was harder
2012.
than the first one.
Yep.
I want that.
I like 2. They did a bunch of patchwork. I hope that I know it did have a lot of issues when it first came out.
That was not me.
That was me that time.
I'm checking my.
Metal Gear 5.
I've been refraining from saying that because I really can't.
Yeah.
No.
I went back and played a bunch more Metal Gear 5 this year. I think it's super fun to play.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's
That's
great.
the thing. Maybe if you're not so in on all the other Metal Gear,
Yeah.
you can take the good without.
But I mean,
bad.
after that, first chapter,
Yeah.
or that, how do they divide it up? Chapters,
I'm
acts.
trying to after the middle part of the game.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Is that the Jeep ride?
Parts maybe part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
yeah,
remember now.
After the Jeep ride, then you fight Skullface in the giant robot, and that's
Yeah.
it. And then the second part is just
Sahelanthropus.
Yep.
That was kind of good. That was a good game at that point,
Yeah.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
then it all went to shit.
Yeah, so I say 5 because Metal Gear, and then only play half of it apparently.
Apparently Subnautica is free starting the 14th. So I guess this week. This week it'll be free.
Is Metal Gear available on PC?
Yep. That's where I
Perfect.
played it.
There you go.
That's where I played it. Yeah.
I'm gonna send some your way.
Okay. All right.
Resident Evil 7.
It's
call.
on the PC.
There you go.
Yep.
You should play that. Did Horizon ever go on the PC?
No, it's PlayStation.
It's just-
This feels like our Game of the Year list from last year.
feels like
might be
it's
his game of the year
all
list.
of the Game of the Year lists I've ever done. The Witness.
That's on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
If you
good
like
answer.
puzzle games,
It's
The
a real good
Witness.
puzzle game. Return of the Obra Dinn.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anymore?
Doesn't seem like it.
That's right.
Fortnite. Fork knife.
That's not it. Well, I guess it's a single player game, but
yeah.
when
yeah,
I say
single player. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about Life is Strange?
Oh yeah, yeah. Life is Strange. Mm-hmm. Any of the Would you recommend any of the Telltale games? Yeah.
Walking Dead 1,
Wolf Among Us 1.
Wolf Among Us.
Only Wolf Among Us, I guess.
Yeah.
Until Dawn is not.
Nope.
Fuck, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a Microsoft game.
Yes, but that was before they did their parody with Xbox and Windows 10. And also as a recommendation, sign up for the Humble Bundle newsletter. They give away free games. They give away pay what you want, and they also give away free games pretty much every month. Like there are free games everywhere. Join our Discord because I always post free games in our Discord. That's a good answer.
When you guys pay what you want, what do you guys pay?
The minimum because I am broke.
What is the minimum?
0 cents.
Is that really?
Yes.
Oh.
Sometimes, most of the time, it's like if you pay $5, you get this. If you pay $10, you get this. If you pay $15, you get everything or whatever. And it depends. I'm a cheap asshole. I do the minimum.
I've never done it.
I've also never done it.
Huh.
I
It's free games, Kevin.
Yeah, can't. Yeah, but you gotta sign up and download them. Fuck.
my PC gaming is this very narrow cross section. Is do I want to play it and can my MacBook run it? And every time one of those games comes by, I know it and I just go get it.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting for a deal or anything.
Right.
Even in this game, even Obra Dinn, I was like, this looks pretty good to be running on my MacBook. And then when I started going and like spinning around in circles, it was a little chuggy, and I was like,
It still ran it though. It's pretty impressive.
Just turn the sound off.
no, it sounds the best part.
Lots
The
of free
music
games.
in that game is like disconcerting in a weird way,
Yep.
where it's not like sad music; it's almost energetic.
Some
music.
of it is like you're like, oh, this man is being like crushed while he poops, and the music is. It's like I thought it was a Christmas Carol. At one point.
or like almost like Christmas music combined with like those creepy carnival songs
Yeah.
in a weird way. Like
It's very neat. Podcast at talkingreckless.com is the email address, or drop these on the subreddit r/talkingreckless. Thanks everybody who wrote in. It was a good haul of emails this week.
Yeah.
Tons of free games everywhere. I'm sure we're forgetting lots. I'm sure everyone is like, what about this one? I'm sure we're forgetting lots and lots and lots and lots of Dragon Age Inquisition. Great games.
I had a whole list I was going to go through, but it sounded like we were ready to go. We were ready to move on.
That's it. That's all I have to say. Again, the New Year's show is on February the 2nd. Save the day. If you're anything like me, you'll need the day after as well. And
The whole weekend off.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, but then you said we weren't drinking, so
Yeah, that's also it's dry. So
so I'm not coming.
well, we have 12 categories. It'll probably be a 58-hour show.
We should do 12 categories.
We should not do any categories. We're not gonna do any category. What is the one category? What is the best game of the year?
We should do 12 categories, but start a timer, and then after everyone's yelled, as soon as the timer goes off, we all just yell the game that we think it should be.
Okay, we'll talk. Well, we can maybe work something out. The two who yell the loudest have a wrestling match.
Yeah.
New Year's show February the 2nd. And join us on twitch.tv/talkingreckless podcast. I'm on there every single day. And if you like what you heard, just drop us a rating and a review on wherever you get your podcast. iTunes or Spotify or Google Podcasts. That stuff all really helps. Did you know over, I was pulling the stats, I think it's like 481 reviews or something. We have a 4.9 out of 5 star rating.
Fuck yeah.
That's very good. That's
Some
very
asshole
good.
out there.
Yeah, it's one star. So please, if you like what you heard, go leave us a review. That rating is, I'm super proud of it. I hope it stays that high.
All right, I think it's finally time that I pull that 1-star rating down.
It's
you
time.
please-
You're the only one. You're the only one. God damn it. That's it. Thank you, Kevin Byer, for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Thank you, Oliver Aguilar, for being
Thumbs
here
up.
as well.
Thumbs up.
And Brandon Lynch,
Shovel Knight.
on PC, yes.
Inside.
Yeah, also, yes. Thank you
Happy
for
to be
all
here.
these games on You at Home. Thanks so much. We're going to be back here in 1 week. It'll be the 254th episode of this show that we call Talking Reckless. We'll see you then. And exhale. Oh! You can't dab.
Are you gonna air that bonus show?
I'm saving it. I don't know
For
when
when we
till.
can't make it.
Like
Yeah.
Christmas or what?
I was thinking either, Christmas or when we couldn't make it. I like having one in the hole, but the thing is, if we miss a show and that comes out, that show is not going to be for everybody. There'll be people who are like, well, this is just not for me on the nature of what the show is. So I would feel bad having that in lieu of a...
Right.
That was a good show. That was
Yeah.
a hot show.
So maybe Christmas.
talked
Was it a good
lot
show?
about
I
talk.
have almost I did very little talking on it, I know, which was awesome.
Warren and I just absolutely
Yeah, you guys-
dominated
Yeah.
carried
all the
that one, but it was
conversation.
interesting.
It was perfect. It was like the biggest shift. It's like, oh, so this is what it's like.
I haven't listened to it yet.
Spoilers,
I'll
by the
listen to
way.
that one.
It's not out yet. Yeah, I'm hanging on. We after last
How
week's
did you get it?
podcast, we
He was
part
there.
of it.
Oh, you were here.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I wasn't invited.
You should have a bunch of those.
We
As
just-
a man who only smokes twice a year.
we just
It wasn't necessarily because of like.
yeah. I need the 4
on
biggest
pod.
potheads I know. Oliver.
It's just that was kind of a prevailing topic. That's what we started on. But we talked about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It was good.
No, that was we took. I don't want to. I'm gonna turn the stream off. Spoilers for stuff coming in the future. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Have yourself a great night.
ya.
We'll be on regular time tomorrow, and then we have a spoiler cast tomorrow evening. Love, 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 love.
Love.
So
What?
I'm not obligated to be on ONA tomorrow. You guys are gonna do your thing. Are you guys gonna stream that?